Good morning, I'm Dylan Gonzalez. The Columbus Blue Jackets were back at Nationwide Arena last night. The Jackets were looking for their second win on home ice this week, but fell short to the visiting Minnesota Wild 5-2. The CBJ will travel to Anaheim to play the Ducks tomorrow night. Coverage starts at 9:30 right here on The Fan. The long-awaited college football playoff finally starts tonight. The first game features SEC foes in 9-seeded Alabama and 8-seeded Oklahoma. That game kicks off at 8 o'clock in Norman. There are 3 college football playoff games on tomorrow, including one at noon between 10-seed Miami and the 7-seed Texas A&M. The winner of that game will play the Ohio State Buckeyes in the Cotton Bowl on New Year's Eve. This update was sponsored by Roosters. For every $50 you spend in Roosters gift cards this season, you'll receive a $10 Roosters bonus buck back at Roosters locations or at roosterswings.com. Breaking sports news when it happens right here on The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Good morning, Columbus.
Joe, that ain't even good enough. Come on, Joe.
Wait, no. Not this one. Frizzle left tight, F fly, pass 37 punch, waggle, help, baby dizzy, X fan on the turbo.
Thank you, baby.
Football, man.
It's time to listen to a bald, fat loudmouth
Mr. T-Bone.
and a former football player.
And that ball intercepted by Tyvis pal.
Wow, no radio station has ever done that before.
Did it work for those people?
No, it never does. But it might work for us.
Welcome to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Welcome in. Happy Football Friday to you. What's up? I'm T-Bone. He's Tyvis. Good morning, Tyvis. How are you?
I'm doing well, T-Bone. I did a little last-minute shopping yesterday.
Oh,
It's not last minute. You still have 6 days.
No. But
That's last minute. I'm done. I've been done.
I've bought gifts for my daughter, and that's it.
Wow.
Is that all? Who else are you supposed to be buying for?
My parents, my
Yeah.
siblings, their kids.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well.
That's
You know what? That's funny because I got my sister's kids all their gifts this past week. They all showed up. My oldest nephew he's 18, so he's like, give me the money.
yeah.
And it's so funny because when I was his age, I'd say this, don't give me the money. And I realized that's boring.
It is boring.
It's
It is.
so
You want to give them a
boring.
gift.
I feel so bad doing that to my parents back in the day. Like, that's boring. When I got to like 14, I'm like, just give me the money.
My kids, my oldest two are all like, I want this very expensive thing, that very expensive thing, and then if nothing else, gift cards to all these places. And so like there's we give now it's like I used to work with Santa to help get the presents wrapped.
Yeah.
And now Santa drops off a bunch of cards with little the gift card envelopes. Like that's all you are doing now. There's no like, oh, look at all these big giant wrapping of presents under the tree. It's like here's the presents for the youngest. The 6-year-old's still getting presents from Santa, but the rest of them, it's just like there's a bunch. It's actually on your phone.
Stocking stuffers.
It's not even like a physical card now. It's like, I just put it on the phone, and here you go. Now you got it got it in your wallet on your phone.
I also found out that my family and my wife, my kids, my niece and nephews, they think that I'm rich.
Oh. Yeah.
Like I said, so I text my sister.
You played in the league, Tyvis. You got to be rich.
No. The money's gone. I messed the money. I rented an entertainment system from Rent-A-Center and I sold it. And I didn't know you couldn't do that. No. No, I think
That's good.
I think they think that because I tell my sister, like, have the kids text me one thing that they want for Christmas. And when you see what the one thing is, now granted, these kids this is 18, 16, 14, and 13. Mm-hmm. So teenagers.
Yeah.
When you see the items, now two of them is reasonable. My niece, I don't know what's wrong with her. I want an iPad. And I looked at her like, what? The other two, $100. Just one wanted he's into like gaming on the keyboard or something like that. He wanted a keyboard, $100.
Okay.
Bet.
Yeah.
The other one wanted some ASIC shoes, $100. Bet.
Asics?
ASICs.
Are they? I mean,
They're running
again,
track.
Yeah.
ASICs is like
No.
between that and, you saying like, why did he want ASICs? That's like that and New Balance is like the top brands that kids is wearing. They're not even really buying Jordans like that no more.
Yeah, because New Balance isn't a grandpa brand anymore?
No, New Balance and Asics is like what all the kids is wearing now.
You know what? Now you say that. My oldest, she wanted these shoes that look like the running shoes from the 90s with like all the silver.
Yeah,
and
that's Asics.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah. That's her thing now. It's like that.
And them two is like the top two shoe that kids want, Asics and New Balance.
She looks like an old man going to the grocery store. Like that, like when it comes to the shoes only, not the rest of it. But like the shoes, I'm just like, this is what you're wearing? This is what you want?
And then, I've been pestering my wife for about 2 weeks. Like, we want. I don't know, because she just has everything. That's her problem. She just has everything.
Isn't that great?
No, it's not.
That means you're doing well.
No,
that's good. You're helping.
No.
You've been giving so many good gifts.
No, it's because
you're taking care of your wife.
It's because she was a mastermind and made sure we got married in October so she could hit every month of a gift. October is anniversary.
Yeah.
Her birthday's November. Christmas is December. It was just it was masterly strategic of her to do this.
That's
when you get to December, there's nothing left. So yesterday I'm sitting there and I'm still trying to, what do you want? We're running out of time.
Sure.
Running out of time. She tells me realistically, I really want another wedding band.
Oh, that's more than $100.
Yeah, I was wondering where you were going to go with that, and then when you say, "Oh, yeah,"
so the thing is, and this is partially my fault. So obviously, we had the first wedding band. When we had Milani, I got her another wedding band.
Sure.
Right. So obviously, she's pregnant, having another kid.
Yeah, sure.
She says it's only right that I get a third wedding band for each kid. So she's looking up the wedding bands, and not only does she want one, she want two. So.
Oh, two.
Yeah, because it's some little fashion thing she wants. She wears an Oura ring, but she wants to put the band on top of one and another one on the bottom of it.
I see. Sure.
Yeah. So
the Oura ring that's the ring that like tells you like if you're drinking enough and you're breathing right and all that.
It tracks their cycle.
Yeah,
and all
it tracks
that.
everything.
Yeah,
it's got everything.
Oh, I didn't know it had that capability.
Oh,
it's like an Apple Watch.
It's like
you
a
can
watch,
track whatever.
it's on your finger.
Yeah. Like a watch, but on your finger.
So, yeah.
I don't know if that's how they would describe it. But yeah, sure. That's fine.
So, yeah, I say all this to say the link in the bio coming soon.
Exclusive content.
Hey, you know what? That's
subscribe.
Right. That just means you're a content creator, Tyvis. That's a perfectly legitimate job. I just want to point that out. Now, I think maybe part of this, and it sounds like is smart on this because she's not using.
Yes, she is. That's the correct word.
Manipulating.
No. That's worse.
I know it is.
She's brought in the fact
cheating the system.
Well, I was going to say, if there's any time where you have to nail the gift, it's like she's having another child. Like she's carrying a baby. So you can't really look at her during the Christmas season and be like, I'm sorry, I don't think I can get that for you. She's like, oh, I'm sorry. I thought I was bringing this child into the world. I thought maybe I could get a little gift.
Why can't the gift? That type of gift should be what they call push present.
Well, there's that. I was going to ask, are we getting a push present?
I can save my coins. You know what I'm saying? Maybe not buy some shoes or something for a couple months, and by the time that happens in late May, I got to saved up enough chips to be able to get what she wants.
She's having a baby, so hasn't Tyvis given her enough?
You know what? Lead with that. Just walk in there and be like, hey, honey, I gave you the child, and this 9-month odyssey that you're on now. So, yeah, you know what? That's enough. Isn't that enough of a gift? No, I tried. Not quite that, but I did try once. My wife pulled the whole, like, I don't really want anything. I'm fine. You don't have to get me anything. And I was
did you do that?
No, I went to the Lion's Den and got like some stuff for me, for her. I was like, you don't need anything? This is a gift. This is a gift for me, for you. Here you go. And she's like, what is this? And she's pulling out like the lacy lingerie.
It's the gift that keeps on giving the whole year.
Yeah. I'm going to buy you a gift. If you don't want the gift, then I'll buy something that I want for you. It's like still for you, but it's for me.
It's like buying your wife a vacuum. It looks like you can need that. You need this.
Funny?
Yeah.
My wife, for a while, that's what my wife was talking about. Yeah, she's like, I think I want a new sweeper for Christmas.
Yeah, that's that. But then you say that to people where you're like, I bought my wife a vacuum. And they're like, you pig. And you're like, no, she said she wanted it.
She said
So I bought.
As she was making dinner and pumping out kids for me and all, like, you're just like, yeah, she stays at home. She works. But it's like, yeah, that's
I
the
wanted
whole
to get
thing.
one of them robot ones that do it on its own.
We're still talking about vacuums, right?
Not the Lions did. Not the Dylan special.
I feel like you guys think I'm special. I'm like especially extra, but I get it from my mom. 2 years ago, she liked my vacuum. She said, buy me the exact vacuum. I bought her one like it. She said, nope, take it back. I want the exact one. The instructions were the exact one, not one like it. Take it back and get me the exact one you have.
You should have told her it was discontinued.
Yeah,
That's probably
no. I had to go find it on Amazon.
You should have gave her yours and then got a new one.
yeah,
Probably, but then I didn't have the box anymore.
Oh well, yeah. Who throws the box away?
yeah. So you got it.
What am I
Yeah.
supposed to do? Keep it for life?
Yes.
It might malfunction and you might got to send it back.
Dylan, are you a millennial?
Yes.
Okay, because that's like a very millennial thing, is to keep the box because you never know.
That
Like,
might-
just to hang on to it.
You like
That must
my
be an elder millennial
It
thing.
is.
Like
for
my
sure.
Jordans, every pair of Jordans I have are in a box.
I keep the box of my shoes for a while, but I am very anti-clutter, so I can't keep stuff.
That's
my
good.
closet is stacked to the top like shoe boxes.
Yeah. I know. I mean, I kind of do that too, but I only have like a couple pairs of cool Jordans. I have a new pair thanks to Tyvis yesterday. I appreciate that.
No. Black Santa.
Sorry, Black Santa. That's right. Ohio State's next opponent is going to be determined on Saturday. Who do we want the Buckeyes to face in the next round of the playoffs? We'll talk about it next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Happy Friday. No crashes on your roadways right now, but we are watching crews wrap up some overnight work on the east side at that 7270 interchange. Other than that, everything looking nice and clear. I'm 10 TV's Amy Stuggerwald with your Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Columbus Aesthetic and Plastic Surgery. Visit experiencecaps.com today and use code TYVISCAPS for $1,000 off a NeoGraft treatment.
This holiday season, power up your Christmas with Skill. From drills and drivers to sanders and sauce, Skill delivers advanced performance and durability with the convenience of cordless technology. The PowerCore 20 battery powers every Skill 20-volt tool for ultimate versatility. Hurry, Christmas is almost here. Save big money on all Skill power tools at Menards. Plus, check out our weekly flyer on menards.com for all the great deals happening now.
Common Man here for Germain Nissan. You'd have to be crazy not to consider a Nissan from Germain Nissan, especially this month during their annual final sale, where every car's been marked down to the lowest possible price. Plus, with Germain's $1,000 price promise, no one will sell you a Nissan for less. J.D. Powers ranked Nissan #1 in customer satisfaction among mainstream brands. No credit, bad credit, Germain Nissan can help you get in a car today. Germain Nissan, 4300 Morse Road, GermainNissan.com.
Our double hung is as good as it gets. There's something really simple. It's called an interlock. We interlock our windows. The interlock is the absolute best way to alleviate air infiltration. With the interlock, it's harder to break into. When you interlock the sashes, it makes a better window. It's just a darn good window, and we're very proud of it.
Call Rizzotti today at 777-4806.
They say glory is earned, not given. We say it's ignited by heart and ends with a boom. Get your tickets today at BlueJackets.com.
El Dorado Scioto Downs is your Caesars Rewards destination. And big news, Scioto Downs has been chosen to host the prestigious Breeders' Crown in 2026, featuring 12 championship races. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966. Visit Caesars.com/Scioto Downs for details.
Career changers, including veterans and active duty service members. Your transition starts here. Go from GI to IT in a matter of months. Become a certified cyber warrior with training at My Computer Career. Cybersecurity specialists are in high demand. brand, offering IT pros great opportunities and a rewarding lifestyle while protecting our people, liberty, and treasured institutions from cyber threats. Deploy your career in IT today at mycomputercareer.edu/CWP, an elite CompTIA certification partner.
VA education benefits are available to those who qualify.
At the Ohio Lottery, we make Keno fun. Your way. That means you pick your wager. Will it be $1, $2, a crisp $20? Your call. Like picking your own numbers? Use any inspiration you like. Birthdays, jersey numbers, you name it. And if you don't feel like choosing, there's the Super Quick Auto Pick. With regular promotions that'll get you more bang for your Keno buck, multiple ways to win, prizes galore, and live draws every few minutes. Anytime is the right time to get in on the Keno action. Keno is always fun, your way. Lottery players are subject to Ohio laws and commission regulations. Play responsibly.
Hi, the Scott Antique Markets are back again at the Ohio Expo Center, featuring hundreds of vendors with collectibles and merchandise from all over the world. The market is one weekend monthly, November through March. Build your family heirlooms. You can find everything that gets old. Just take I-71 to exit 111 to enjoy America's favorite treasure hunt. Visit thescottantiquemarket.com for more information. Come join us at the Ohio Expo Center for the Scott Antique Markets. It's huge. It's the Scott Antique Markets this weekend.
It's Sunday Night Football on the Fan. Catch the Bengals and Dolphins live from Miami. Fan coverage starts Sunday at 7:30.
Sponsored by Roosters, a fun casual joint.
Your radio home of the NFL, The Fan, Ohio sports destination. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
We are looking at some much colder conditions here for today, as highs are only in the 20s here this afternoon. Winds will be fairly strong out of the northwest at 15 to 30 miles per hour, and that's going to make it feel like it's down in the single digits and teens here for your Friday. And that's a look at your 10 weather impact forecast. I'm meteorologist Aaron White here on 97.1 The Fan.
Are you working? Because we barely are. It's Football Friday.
Sponsored by Tansky Sawmill Toyota.
Your home for football and quiet quitting. The Fan. 2 men, 1 appendix. This is T-Bone and Tyvis.
Tweet the program at Bone and Tyvis 971. Coming up 7:17, we will talk with Jeff Sabota about the Jackets. Jackets Insider, the Jackets Insider, will join us then. Jackets have lost 10 of 13, folks. That's what's happening. I don't know that that's news to anyone. I don't think that anyone is shocked by that, given the level of play. But can I just very briefly say, and then we'll talk some Buckeyes. They lost to the Wild last night. Minnesota Wild are on like a 6-game winning streak. They've won like 20 games. They look good. Can I go back and let you know about all the times the Minnesota Wild have made the playoffs?
Yeah, how many times?
I'm sure this will be a short thing.
They made it in 2002, 2003, their third season in the league. They actually made it to the conference finals, where they got swept by the Ducks, but they made it to the conference finals in their third year. They lost in the first round in 2007.
Mm-hmm.
They lost in the first round in 2008.
Okay.
They made it again in 2013, lost to the Blackhawks that year. 2014, they won the first round, lost in the second round. 2015, they won the first round, lost the second round. Lost in the first round each of the next 3 years, then missed it in 2019. Lost in the first round, 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 lost in the first round last year.
So they Pittsburgh Steelers.
A bit. But you know what? They get to the playoffs.
That's a big thing.
More often than not.
The big thing.
And for those of you who aren't keeping score on that, the Wild entered the league the exact same damn time as the Columbus Blue Jackets. So that is where...
Now I see where you're going with
I
this.
feel like every time I look at that stupid franchise, meaning the Wild, I get mad because I go... And then I go back to my own franchise and go, well, I can't hear the excuses about it's been 25 years, but you know what? It's tough because 2 teams came in the league at the same time. Yes, and one of them has actually been reasonably successful over 25 years.
Did they have the run that the Blue Jackets had from 2017 to 2020, though? Are we still holding on to that? I think we are.
Yeah. Because they were in the
rage baiting right now?
Sarcasm at its finest.
Because they were in the playoffs all those years. But yeah, I grant you, I'm sure Wild fans are pissed because they seem to get to the playoffs and lose every year. But wouldn't we all like to at least be at that level where we could get frustrated about that? We're looking at yet another season where they are going to be fighting in a league, the Jackets are, to be a team that makes the playoffs. Again, when the league is set up to let you make the playoffs half the time because they let in half the teams every damn year. So the Wild are doing it right. I'm not saying they're the greatest franchise known to man, but they get in more often than they don't, which means you're doing better than the rest of the league. The Jackets, meanwhile, we are thrilled. We want to put up a statue to John Tortorella because we made the playoffs 4 years or whatever it was when he was here.
3 years in a row.
Okay, great. You can pick multiple 3-year runs where the Wild did that in their time. Multiple times they've gone 3 years, and their fans are frustrated because they lost in the first round each time. So, yeah, whatever. All right.
Got you riled up.
It does. It frustrates me. And you know what? They say comparison is the thief of joy. Well, damn it. What else am I supposed to do? Because you know what else is the thief of joy? The damn team down at Nationwide. They are the actual thief of joy.
You act like is the Minnesota Wild is making the playoffs this year.
They look like right now, I'm pretty sure they're in a playoff position. I haven't looked at the standings, but the way they're playing, they're on a 6-game heater right now.
Well, if you look at the standings, the Blue Jackets are one spot away from the bottom. So.
And they're
no. They are at the bottom.
Buffalo.
They're tied with Buffalo.
Okay, yeah, that's great. Wonderful. All right, anyway.
Hey, man, there's a lot of hockey left to play.
Yeah, a lot of hockey left to play. And you know what? It seems less and less like a lot of people are going to be watching at this point.
They're 5 points out from the final wild card spot. They need a week and a half of just wins. They got to get on the streak.
Well, it's different when you have to. You're 5 points out, but you got to jump over 10 teams to do it.
Yeah.
You know what?
Frustrating.
This is the same thing that people said about the Guardians last year. And what did they do?
Don't
went to the playoffs when everybody counted them out.
I can't believe I'm going to say this. Don't compare the Blue Jackets to any team in Cleveland other than the one owned by the Haslams. Because that's the only damn team that has a similar to worse track record. And at least that team's been around for 70, 80 years. And back before there were like face masks, they used to win a few things. At least the Browns have history, and at least they had like the cardiac kids, and they've had some stuff. Bill Belichick used to coach there. Like they can go back to those days at least and say, yeah, those were kind of fun.
I seen Josina Anderson report that the Browns was talking to him.
Oh God, I saw that too.
The Giants too, supposedly.
Who's putting this out there? His agent? None of these teams. I'll tell you this: if you're dumb enough to hire Bill Belichick after what you've seen in North Carolina, if you want to bring the Jordan Hudson into your sphere of influence, go right ahead. You can lose me as a fan with that because that's the dumbest idea they've ever had.
Everybody said it's the worst. It was dumb that they fired him in the first place.
Who?
The Browns.
Oh,
Belichick 25 years ago,
sure.
more than that, almost 30.
On that staff, by the way, I'm pretty sure. Was Saban there?
Saban was on that staff.
Ferentz was on that staff.
Yes, he was.
Like all these dudes are going into the Hall of Fame for either college or the Pro Football Hall of Fame in Belichick's case. The other guys are going into the College Football Hall of Fame, and yet none of that matters now because they're not coaching the Browns now. Is the point?
What would you guys do if Deshaun Watson trots out of the tunnel week 1 for the Browns next season, and Bill Belichick is walking slowly behind him and his cutoff and Jordan Hudson at his hip?
You know what I'm going to do?
I'm going to throw them foes up.
I'm going to go, what else is on? Click. I'm going to watch something else because I have no desire to watch those.
Throw them fours
bet, Tyvis, as the kids are saying, bet what I would do when that happens. I will be off. I will be flipping to something else if that happens. I don't want to see that. All right. So we've got college football playoffs starting up this weekend. Tonight, actually, right? Yeah,
correct.
Bama, Oklahoma at 8 p.m. That should be a fun game.
Battle of the Crimson teams.
That's. I bet Michigan fans are watching that game just to check in. If Bama loses by 25, Now then I wonder again. But where does that put your loser program? If Bama please give us the guy who loses every time he plays.
First of all,
he plays these big time teams. That's great.
Bama lose by 25 points. The CFP is flawed. Dylan was wrong.
No,
they did not get it right.
Nothing.
That's exactly what they did not get it right.
They can lose by 75.
No,
it doesn't change.
Then it
anything.
was wrong. It was wrong. Notre Dame should have got in.
See, good. We can have that debate. This is nice. And you know what? Notre Dame fans will be leading. Notre Dame fans and Michigan fans are probably watching this game more intently than Bama, Oklahoma fans are. Because yes, that is absolutely correct that Notre Dame fans will jump on that. You're exactly right.
But to the point that you made about Kalen DeBoer, it's like, okay, if they lose, then maybe Michigan could get him. But it's like, okay, if he loses, then it's like, why do you want him? And if he wins, it's like he's still there. I still don't understand the Kalen DeBoer to Michigan stuff.
Losers. And they they would look at what he did at Washington and say, that's what it'll be like here. Not like this Alabama crap where it's the South is weird and their fans are all insane. The Michigan men will convince themselves, no, we're more reserved up here. We're not as crazy as they are down there. And they'll convince themselves that Kalen DeBoer will thrive in this market because he's an intellectual who can read a book. And so then that will make him survive at Michigan as opposed to the hillbillies down south who just are out for blood if you lose by a point. So that's where they will convince themselves that they could get him. Absolutely. But I don't know that's likely to happen. I mean, Oklahoma has certainly their own level of flaws, but you're looking at an Alabama team that cannot do anything other than throw the ball. So if on offense, if Oklahoma sells out to stop that, then Bama's got to make them pay by running the ball, and I don't know if they can. Anyway, Oklahoma favored by 1.5 tonight in that game, 8 o'clock on ABC ESPN. Tomorrow at noon Eastern, 11 a.m. in College Station, Texas. Texas A&M and Miami are playing their playoff game. Now, you might say, well, why is that not in prime time? The answer is because the college football people know what they're doing. They put this Alabama-Oklahoma game tonight. They put the Texas A&M Miami game out of the way of the NFL games that are on tomorrow because the NFL said, F them kids. We don't care about college. We're putting on our games, and there are some bangers tomorrow.
It is. Yeah. That's the part that makes me laugh. It ain't like the NFL knows that it be college games going on. And they be like, usually it's like, all right, we won't put our best. They be putting bangers. Like, they want to absolutely steal the ratings and let you know that don't go against us.
Look what they did to the NBA last year. They just crapped all over their day. Christmas has been their day for as long as I can remember. And they're like, we don't care.
Oh, and that's the thing they're doing again this year.
The most unfortunate part about that is the Cavs play the Knicks to start that off. And I don't even really want to watch it. I might be on Netflix watching Cowboys, all the NFL Commanders.
Games, don't they have I think the Chiefs are playing on Christmas Day. It's a bunch of games now that when they booked the games, it was like, these will be good.
Broncos is going to beat the Chiefs.
Yeah, that's not.
Lions is going to beat the Vikings, and the Cowboys is going to beat the Commanders.
Yeah, they're not good games.
Yeah,
you can have multiple teams that are out of the playoffs. Right there. So you have a game tomorrow, Miami-Texas A&M, and Texas A&M favored by 3.5 at home, where they're going to start 11 a.m. local time, and this is a playoff game. This is a huge game for them. They didn't put it at night because they don't want it to go up against the NFL games. Which team would you rather see, Tyvis, out of these two?
I'd rather see them play A&M.
You want A&M?
I do.
I would think you would want Miami.
No, I want A&M. You know why?
Why?
I'm sick of this whole SEC narrative. I want them to beat the SEC, one of the top teams in the SEC this past year. I want them to absolutely destroy them like they did Tennessee. And then I also want them to destroy Georgia. And then I want them to beat Indiana. Because when they do that, it clearly shows that they are the most dominant team, and the best team in college football, again, is in the Big Ten, which means it's one of the best conferences.
Yeah.
Just want to make that known.
I like your way of thinking there.
I love anytime we can beat SEC teams.
SEC.
Yes.
I love that
anytime we can beat them, any chance, I want that.
Like Jordan Matthews says, they run through the SEC, no problem.
And
Jermaine, my bad.
And him too. Yes,
that guy.
Yeah, whoever he is. Yeah, he's right. He's had it 2 years in a row. I hope we get it again this year. I will just add, you can go ahead and call this one. We have a lot of bowl games. This one is Fraud Bowl because Miami is a fraud. They're not. I mean, they have players. They're talented, but Carson Beck can't throw. They're bad. Texas A&M, frauds. They've played no one, and when they do play a good team, they lose to them. In fact, they didn't even have to play a good team to lose. They lost to Texas. So I'm just telling you, whoever comes out of this game, Buckeyes by 1 million. So I'm not too worried about it. I'm ready for it. I'm with you. I want the SEC though. Let's go.
I think I'm going to invite Bodie and TLC and any other Notre Dame fan I know to watch this game with and collect their tears as they watch the two teams they lost to play a game and hear them complain.
What's sad is if Notre Dame was playing either of these teams right now, they're probably favored by a field goal or more.
Yep,
absolutely. All right, we'll come back 2 minutes. perhaps the greatest game in the NFL this season happened last night. We'll break it down for you in 2 minutes. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Hey there, and good morning. Right now, no crashes on your Central Ohio roadways, but still watching crews wrap up some overnight work on the east side at that 7270 interchange, so watch for that. Everything else, though, looking nice and clear. I'm 10 TV's Amy Stuggerwald with your Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic sponsored by Hydrate Me Med Spa. Next level wellness, 5-star IV and aesthetic treatments. Look great, feel great. 4 locations in Central Ohio. Book your drip at HydrateMeMedSpa.com.
They're trained. They're fired up.
Let's do it.
When you need heat, they can't be beat. They're Ohio State's undefeated heating and cooling team. For plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling, there's only one team. The Waterworks. Better care, better value, better results. Call the Waterworks at 614-232-2222 or visit them online at thewaterworks.com. A proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Give the gift everyone wants. Fun in your own game room. Beat the last-minute scramble with a gift card from Billiards Plus. And let that special someone go on a shopping spree they'll remember forever. Billiards Plus, making dreams come true on Dublin Center Drive in Dublin.
Hey, it's Matty Ice. Are you in need of a dependable truck for the long winter months ahead? Well, then my buddies at McDaniel GM Superstore in Marion have just what you're looking for at the best price around. You can lease a brand new 26 Chevy Silverado 1500 for just $339 a month for 36 months with $1,379 due at signing, or you can save up to $15,000 off MSRP if you finance. Certain restrictions apply. They're just off Route 23 on 95 in Marion, or you can visit McDanielGMSuperstore.com. Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
This holiday season, save time and make memories. Diamond Seller is your one-stop shop for luxury gifts, from diamonds to watches and the finest jewelry in the world. Gift our iconic blue box and enjoy our guaranteed best prices. Visit Diamond Seller on Salmo Road or at Easton Town Center.
T-Bone and Tyvis is presented by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Sign up today at awaken180weightloss.com.
When Tyvis looks at Bone, he sees the future. Bald, fat, white. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
There was a hell of a game last night.
Did you watch the whole thing?
No, I didn't stay up and watch the whole thing because I had to go to bed for this job. But
I know that's right.
I watched part of it. And I had to, and you know what? I did what is your phrase when you turn the TV off? I cut it off. I cut it off when it was 30-14. And I said, okay,
it's over.
Rams are going to beat the Seahawks. Matthew Stafford is going to solidify the MVP, which means then in Tyvis's mind, he can now become a Hall of Famer.
Yep.
Because even though he's playing at an MVP level, if he doesn't win the award, we're not going to call him a Hall of Famer just yet till he gets himself an MVP, even though I think he's more than earned it.
Weird logic.
Whatever. Different debate for a different time. But Matt Stafford was not the problem last night. He threw for 457 yards. He was getting everybody involved. The offense for the Rams was perfect. However, not perfect, but really good. However, the Seahawks stormed back in this game. They got a punt return touchdown. They ended up going off in the second half, overcame a 16-point deficit in the fourth quarter to stun the Rams in overtime, 38-37. This was a game not without controversy, Tyvis, because did you see this backward pass debacle? So Seahawks scored a touchdown, are going for a 2-point conversion.
Mm-hmm.
It was not the one that won the game or that got them to overtime. It was a different one. But they throw a pass, or I'm sorry, this was the one that did actually tie the game up, so it did get them to overtime. Right? I think. Whatever. It was 30-30 going to overtime. Yes. Anyway, here's the thing. Shut up, Tyvis. I had to go watch highlights this morning. I don't have it all in my. I slept last night. I didn't watch it all fresh. Okay. Here's what happened. 2-point conversion. You just heard the hamster fall right off the wheel on that one. All right. So 2-point conversion. The Seahawks need this 2-point conversion, right, to tie the game up. They throw a pass at the line of scrimmage that looks like, at best, it's sideways. It kind of looked like it might have been a forward pass. However,
it
didn't even make it to the receiver. It bounced off a defensive lineman's head, lands in the end zone,
and he grabbed.
It's ruled an incomplete pass, and a Seahawks player just puts his hand on it as they're blowing it dead.
Zach Charbonnet.
Yeah. Zach Charbonnet grabs this as they're blowing it dead and just picks the ball up. They then go look at it on replay and say, hold on a second. that was technically a backward pass, which means when it hit the guy's head, it's a fumble. Now, you might, if you're a real NFL
That's
rules.
the easiest touchdown he'll ever score in his life.
No kidding. Well, then if you're someone who's a real stickler about the NFL rules, you might say, but wait a second, T-Bone. On a 2-point conversion, you can't advance a fumble for a touchdown. Like, you can't be at the 2-yard line, fumble it into the end zone, your guy falls on it. That does not count. They will say, no, you can't advance a fumble on that. So, no, you do not get the 2-point conversion. However, the NFL rules also say that if it is if it's a backwards pass that is incompleted, that is a fumble that can be advanced into the end zone. So one of the dumbest rules that they have is furthered by, I think, sketchy logic at best that this was a backwards pass. This is a play that didn't work, but it ended up tying the game for the Seahawks. Then in overtime, they're able to get the job done, and they win 38-37. But what a crazy game. Like, everything crazy about this game. The stats are crazy. The controversy with the refs is crazy. All of it's crazy.
It was interesting because when I was watching it, the Rams, they got down, like, I think it was at the beginning of the game. Like, they first time they got to, like, the 1-yard line, and they scored. They threw the ball to Ferguson, and it was a touchdown, but then they scored, like, a legal man down the field. Okay.
So and it wasn't, by the way, but continue.
It was. He was down the field.
He was blocking the dude down the field.
You can't do that.
It's not like he was running up the field. He was literally pushing the defender back.
Can't do that.
Yeah. Anyways, he was engaged in a block. Anyway, sorry.
Anyways, they call that. They take the field goal. They get down there again, and I can't remember what happened, but they ended up settling against it. My point of saying that is they had no issues getting down the field. Like, they was carving the Seahawks defense up. Really, Shaheed is the turning point of this game. That punt return changed everything because it brought energy because it was, 30-14, I think,
correct.
At that time?
Yes.
Like, once that happened, that gave all the momentum back to Seattle. They was able to do that crazy stuff to get it to overtime. And to go for 2, man, oh, man.
Oh, yeah.
That's a gutsy call. But, hey, hey, the bigger the risk, the bigger the check, they say.
The ramifications of this game are huge, especially for me, who has bragged that I have a almost plus 3,000 ticket for the Rams to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I'm not as confident anymore if the Rams are going to have to go on the road because the Seahawks are in first place in the division now after winning this game, and first place in the NFC, I feel like, is more important this year than many of the recent years. Like, you look at that whole NFC West is just stacked. You got San Francisco. They have 9 or 10 wins, I believe, and they're like the last wild card team. The NFC is just way better than the AFC this year.
And especially that NFC West where you're right. They're going to get 3 teams in probably if the Niners do what they should and finish out the season the way they should. But yeah, Seattle's chances of earning the number 1 seed in the NFC are now 52%. LA's are 21%. That's according to ESPN's Next Gen Stats. Also, how about this stat? I saw this. Seahawks record when trailing by 15-plus points in the fourth quarter of games in their history. 1-172. Yesterday was the 1. So that's the first time they have had a fourth quarter 15-plus point comeback. I'm guessing most teams have similar records in that type of situation. Also, I think we need to have a conversation very quickly about the guy calling these games. This is the who do we remember who had the punt return touchdown?
Raheed Shaheed.
Here is Raheed Shaheed's score as called by Al Michaels on Amazon Prime.
Tampa Bay and Brady then beat San Francisco coming from behind in the championship game. Meanwhile, that punt is caught, and down the line goes Raheed Shaheed for the score out of nowhere.
Okay. Wow. Yeah. Kind of.
It surprised him.
It looked like he was. It sounded a little bit.
I mean, it is kind of shocking. I mean, he just kind of.
Okay.
It was like punts usually become lackadaisical, and then you see somebody hit the scene. I agree that it should have been a little more excitement.
Now, at the time of that one, to give him, to be fair to Al Michaels, who is a legend and all that stuff,
30-16.
30-14, yeah, but whatever.
Whatever.
So this didn't even make it a 1-score game technically, right? But it was, hey, the Seahawks aren't dead yet. They came back and got this score. So you would have thought maybe a better call there. This is the call he had on an overtime touchdown. I believe this is the Puka Nacua touchdown that he had.
Play fake. Stafford fires. Nacua again. Nacua will take it to the end zone. Puka Nacua, 41 yards.
a 41-yard touchdown in overtime.
He was tired.
Al Michaels is famous for not eating vegetables. Like he says, I don't eat vegetables. I don't eat salads. He eats like steak
He was tired.
And eggs, and that's it.
He was only trained to go 4 quarters. The overtime caught him off guard.
It's overtime. He's old. It was on the West Coast.
This has convinced me that if I want to be sentient in my old age, I probably ought to eat a vegetable or two, because listen to this. And then you got Herbie out there going like, hey, 74 did a good job on that play. Hey, 27, nice carry by him. Hey, that was pretty good. Who's this dude? He's pretty good.
Didn't they lose like 2 linemen in this game? Or I know they lost 1 for sure.
Just, every game I watch with him now, he's Mr. Oh yeah, that guy's number's good. It's like you're paid millions of dollars to call these games. Learn the guy's names.
He got out of New Orleans.
Yeah, that's.
Oh yeah, that was earlier this year. They traded him.
I forgot about that.
Jacoby Myers got a bag yesterday from where he get traded to? Jacksonville.
Was it? Yeah, Jacksonville. I just saw they gave like $60 million. They gave
something
him
like that,
right?
Yeah. Must be nice.
So yesterday, big win for the Seahawks there. That has a lot of, like we said, playoff ramifications. If you didn't get to watch that game, if you have Prime, you can go back and watch it. It's worth a watch because it was a hell of a game. Even though Al Michaels, you may want to just turn the volume off and, I don't know, put on something that you like to listen to instead of him, because he's getting worse and worse. All right, best bets of the weekend. We will give you ours coming up next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning and happy Friday. Right now, no crashes on the map. We are starting to watch that snow come down, so watch out for some slick roadways. But as of right now, we are crash-free. I'm 10 TV's Amy Steckerwald with your fan traffic.
Men, it's the holidays, the season of all kinds of hustle and bustle. But if your energy is down, if you aren't sleeping well, if your sex drive is MIA and you just don't feel like the guy you once were, maybe it's tough to get excited for all the holiday cheer. This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health, and if this sounds like you may have low testosterone. And if so, this is the season for you to get treated. At Tri-State Men's Health, we're experts in treating low T. If you're like most guys, you'll feel the change in just a few weeks. And truly, the results can be life-changing. You'll have improved mental clarity, your energy will kick up, your workouts will be better, your sleep patterns will improve, and your sex drive will likely heat up as well. So call us and don't go through another season with low T. Your initial visit is only $99 and includes blood work, a medical consult, and if you start on testosterone the day of your appointment, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com. That's tristatemenshealth.com. We have 2 convenient locations in the area to serve you, in Hilliard and Westerville.
What can ADP do for small business? We help answer the business questions, like how do you track employee time? How do you do payroll taxes? Or what does compliance even mean? So small businesses can focus on bigger questions. Now florists can ask, can we invent another holiday to sell bouquets? Pizza shops can ask, how do we stuff a calzone into a pizza crust? And pool cleaners can ask, what is that thing in the filter? These are the questions you can focus on when ADP takes care of the business of your small business. ADP for small business.
You have a chance to win a beautiful new custom home or cash prize this holiday season with a Home for the Holidays raffle. And help make wishes come true for Make-A-Wish Kids. One lucky winner will be announced on December 24th, so get your $100 ticket now. Just visit A Home for the Holidays, Columbus.org to buy your tickets. That's A Home for the Holidays, Columbus.org. Terms and conditions apply.
Shop Meijer and bring more special savings to your family's holiday season. Savory Meijer Spiral Sliced Half Ham is now 79 cents a pound with M-Perks. Limit 1 per customer, no clipping necessary. Russet potatoes are just $1.49 for a 5-pound bag. And Land O'Lakes butter is $3.49. Complete your holiday meal with Meijer brand hot deals on select varieties of Meijer canned vegetables, only 49 cents each. Make the holidays a good deal better with low prices and Meijer brand hot deals. Exclusions apply. See all deals in the Meijer app.
Toyotathon is on at Tansky Sawmill Toyota. With inventory on the lot and fresh inventory rolling in daily, now is the time to treat yourself before the holidays. Visit TanskySawmillToyota.com for Toyotathon specials or visit our festive showroom on the corner of Sawmill and 161 in Dublin. And when you think Toyota, think Tansky.
Think Toyota. Think Tansky.
Get your furnace fixed fast. Call Care Heating and Cooling.
1-800-COOLING.
Warm up this winter by pushing a button with a remote car starter from Columbus Car Audio and Accessories. Step into a toasty and defrosted car and share the warmth with everyone on your shopping list. Beat winter weather with Columbus Car Audio and Accessories. Morse Road, Main Street in Reynoldsburg, or columbuscaraudio.com.
The Jackets hit the road for a battle with the Ducks. Live fan coverage starts Saturday night at 9:30.
Sponsored by Atlas Butler Heating and Cooling.
Proud to be your flagship home of the Columbus Blue Jackets. The Fan. All your favorite fan shows are available when you want them.
Head to 971thefan.com and hit that subscribe button.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination. If it's 4:30 in the morning and you see a ginger version of Dom DeLuise speeding down 33, don't panic. It's just T-Bone.
We are riding. We are riding. We like driving. We like driving.
You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
We are eating. We are eating.
All right, guys, listen up. You've only got one life. It's too short for not nows, maybe laters and tomorrows. If you're noticing issues with erectile dysfunction or low T, your relationships, your confidence, even your career could already be affected by that. Don't settle for less in your life. If you've got those issues, or if you think you might have low testosterone, it's hard to know for sure. You may just be feeling low energy, tired, not yourself. That's when you need to call my friends at Columbus Men's Clinic. They have a medical provider focused solely on ED and low T. That's what they do. It's done the right way. It's not this unproven stuff you can go get online where they just send you kind of a one-size-fits-all thing. This will be a program tailored to what you need, to what you've got going on. In fact, they even have solutions there at Columbus Men's Clinic that can help you keep the testosterone you already have so you don't end up losing it and having low testosterone. Go book right now. You can do it online in 30 seconds at columbusmensclinic.com. You'll get to meet with a medical provider. They'll get your blood work done, and they will find out what is going on exactly. No more guesswork. columbusmensclinic.com, or you can call them today, 614-300-7400. That is their number, 614-300-7400 for Columbus Men's Clinic. Tyvis was just doing a little hit on 10 TV. I saw you on 10 TV.
That's why I had it on, so you can.
It was great.
Kind of time it up.
I was monitoring your progress. You look. I will say, Tracy Townsend, who they had you go on with, right?
Yes.
Tracy's great. She is news anchor height, though. You are former football player height.
Yeah.
And it's fun to watch, like, to see a normal human being next to you, because I'm used to how tall you are now.
Yeah.
But seeing you next to, like, regular humans like myself, seeing that on TV is jarring.
The first time we did it, she ended up getting the box.
Oh, they get the little Apple box thing that you stand on?
She was like, I'm not doing
that. Yeah, that's pretty good. I definitely, you know what, that's okay. That's the way it should be. You have to do what you have to do on TV to try to make it look good. Bob Costas used to do that all the time. A lot of these guys, you would never know, stand on like a carton or something, a big box,
the only time,
to make them look like they're somewhat the same height as the people they're interviewing.
The only time I'm standing on the box, I would never do it. I don't care if it was Yao Ming.
Is that? I mean, I guess, I don't know. I mean, wouldn't you be a little embarrassed?
It's Yao.
Yeah, I guess he makes everybody look
unless you're Wimby, like he's gonna be taller than you.
Yeah, that's fair enough. All right, lots to get to, but we've got to try to make you some money first.
Gambling is a risky proposition, especially when you listen to these guys. Here's your best bets for the weekend.
All right, we're going to try to do one college, one pro game here because, it's one of the few weeks where we're going to get to do that as we go forward. But I'm going to do this one. I know everybody's locked in on it. I know everybody's been planning their calendars around it today. 11 a.m. on ESPN, Brooks Stadium in Conway, South Carolina, the Myrtle Beach Bowl presented by Engine, which really sounds like something the dude Brick in Anchorman would say, where it's like the Myrtle Beach Bowl powered by Lamp. I love Lamp. I love Engine. Anyway, presented by Engine, whatever that means. It's Kennesaw State and it's Western Michigan. You know what? Western Michigan, weren't they the ones that were rowing the boat back with PJ Fleck?
That's
once
correct.
Upon a time ago?
Yep.
You know what I'm going to say?
Was he there when we played them?
Maybe.
In 14 or 15?
I'll look up when he might have been.
I don't know if he took it right before then or thereafter. I'm not sure. Anyway.
Rowed the boat.
Here's what I know. Kennesaw State versus Western Michigan. Kennesaw State's won 10 games. And you know what? I believe in them. I think Western Michigan's got to travel more. I say Western Michigan's favored by 3.5 points.
Yep.
Give me those points. I don't know if Western.
I don't want to take them on the money line.
I don't know if Kennesaw State's going to win that way, but I'm going to take the points here. So it'll be a close, good game. I'm going to take the points. Give me the hook. Give me the plus 3.5.
That's scared. That's scared money right there. You leaving at least $20 off.
Okay.
If you just take them on the money line,
I got
$20 more.
Let me level with you. I've watched 0% of their games, but I feel good. I just got a feeling about Kennesaw State today. Let them live.
Well, let's go to the game that everybody's going to be locked into tonight.
I already did it. Kennesaw State versus Western.
No.
That's this morning.
Tonight.
Okay, all right.
Tonight.
Morning football. Yes.
Tonight.
Okay.
Alabama versus Oklahoma. Oklahoma's favored by 1.5 points. It's a lot of smoke about Kalen DeBoer going to the Wolverines and potentially being kicked out of Alabama. Give me the Tide. On the money line. How about that,
Are
Dylan?
you trolling me right now?
On the money line.
How bad did you tell me Alabama stinks 2 weeks ago?
They stink. But Oklahoma, I just don't believe in Oklahoma.
We have a whole
All right.
show promo about you telling us about how bad Bama stinks.
They do stink.
Yeah. You going to take them on the money line?
They do stink, but I'm going to take them on the money line for
What a
this game.
swerve.
Indeed it is.
With no run
the
game.
Tyvis swerve is legendary.
It's going to be the Ryan Williams game.
There's going to be a trend to my picks. I love having a bunch of points to play with.
Oh, my gosh.
JMU is a 20.5-point dog against Oregon. Give me all of them.
No, you tripping.
Give me a 20-point Oregon win, and we're still cashing this bet.
Oregon go win by like 30.
Are we? I mean,
what has Oregon? Who has Oregon beat? What has Oregon done this year to make you believe in them whatsoever?
I don't know.
This is purely off reputation that we're crowning Oregon as a good team.
If you want to crown them, then crown them.
Yeah, that's okay.
Who has Oregon beat this year?
They. Why am I blanking on who they've even played?
USC, Iowa.
Yeah, okay.
I wasn't at that game, but
you were
covered that game.
You were there, yeah, that's right.
Who's scored the Iowa game? You got that in front of you?
18-16.
And USC game, they weren't
42-27.
JMU could be just as good as USC and Iowa. They didn't beat any of those teams by 20 points. Give me the Dukes.
It's a group of 5 school.
I like it.
This is going to be they're going to do them so bad that we're going to question about this group of 5 should they be in or not.
All right. Well, you know what though? If they don't,
I'm with the little Saint Nick on this one.
Okay. Well, we'll hear from him later. All right, 1:00 CBS. If the Browns weren't 3-11, if they weren't amber is the color of your energy, whoa, this would actually be an interesting game because it's snow and it's going to be gross and cold. The Bills are 10-4. If the Browns were 11-3, this could be a hell of a game. However, Buffalo favored by 10.5. You can't make the number high enough. Lay the 10.5 points. Who's going to win?
That's best.
They got to make sure they get in, and they got to show what's up. They're a cold weather team. Cold weather's not going to bug them at all. Give me lay the 10.5. They're going to win. They're going to cover, of course.
I've been looking at this, and I think as you know how you turn, you hit that corner, and you just take off.
Okay.
I think that's where I'm at with Baltimore.
Oh.
I think this week. 8:20 p.m. the Sunday night game against the Patriots. I think they do it. I think they win. Give me Baltimore -3.
Wait. Oh, so they're going to win and cover. You're saying.
Yes.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, they are favored by 3 in that game, which it's at home for them.
Which is wild because the Patriots are 6-0 on the road.
Yeah, that would be their first road loss, as you just pointed out.
Well, they just lost in heartbreaking fashion last week. So
yeah, but that was at home.
By the way, I said I'd look it up earlier. PJ Fleck, he was at Western Michigan from 2013 to 2016.
Okay, so he was there when you guys played him,
and we rode his boat up out of here.
There you go. Perfect. Dylan, who are you taking?
All right. It's a trend. It's pretty much the same pick every week. Let's find a gross line in the NFL and bet on it.
Good.
And the gross one this week is the Raiders being a 14.5-point dog against the Texans. More than 2 scores in an NFL game? Bet it on principle. Plug your nose and bet the 2-12 Raiders to cover against the Texans.
Didn't that not work out for you?
It did not work out last week, but it had been working previously. Tyvis, you got to stick with it. You can't jump off the trends.
I did it last week.
Yeah, you did it with the Colts.
Did I? Yeah, I did do it because I won. It worked for me.
Wow, you just reminded me because this time last week I was listening to you guys do best bets.
You was at
and I was in a hotel in Huntington, West Virginia, ordering Tudor's Biscuit World 1 week ago
all
today.
you can eat.
You know what though? Obviously I took a day off. I went to see a concert last week. I had a good time down there in West Virginia seeing my favorite band, the Callous Boys. But what I will say is I had almost as fun the next morning getting up because it was you two and Matt Fontana was here. And I was enjoying like getting in the YouTube chat because a lot of times I see the YouTube chat, I interact with it, I glance at it during the show, and then like in the commercial breaks, I'll try to read it more and respond to people. But I was like, for an hour, I was just in the chat last week.
Yeah.
Which was surreal.
Isn't it fun?
Because it's our show. So getting to see all these people whose names I see all the time, but actually learning about some of the stuff that they, what they do for work and stuff like that. Like Andy, who's in the chat, is like Mr. Pod. Like he makes all the cannabis you want. That's his thing. He is like a cannabis grower, and he's in our chat every day. Let him live.
He in Columbus growing?
Yeah.
Do you grow?
Well, he said he's like, he dropped like a Google me. He did a Kurt Signetti, like Google my name.
Oh, really?
And I did. And it was like award-winning cannabis farmer, Andy. Yeah, he's legit.
I got to Google it.
Yeah, you got to look him up.
Drop some by the station, Andy.
No.
I don't think we're allowed to take it.
I don't know about all that.
Andy, catch up with us sometime outside of the station when no one can track whether or not we actually took any. Catch up with us then. As my girl said on Dr. Phil, I'll catch you outside. Catch me outside. Let's do that. All right. Yeah, and by the way, I had the Thunder and Herd at Tudor's Biscuit World. Legendary. It was epic.
Tudor's Biscuit. All you can eat. You should have told him you was a recruit.
Ryan Day is getting some doubts thrown his way. We'll talk about it next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning and happy Friday. No crashes that we're watching right now, but we are watching things pick up on 71 near downtown and on I-70 on the far west side. I'm 10 TV's Amy Stuggerwald with your fan traffic.
At Giant Eagle, we're here for the holidays because it's time to break out the family recipes. Because your get-togethers bring everyone together. Giant Eagle is helping bring the holiday magic home because it matters.
Listen up, football fans. You won't want to miss this. Right now, new Bet365 customers bet $5 and get $150 in bonus bets, win or lose. So you could turn that $150 into something bigger when you bet on money lines, spreads, totals, and player props.
$150 in bonus bets when new customers bet $5. I know where I'm going to bet from now on. Download the app and see why it's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio. Terms and conditions apply. In-app only.
Dormar, your kind of hero.
When your furnace or air conditioner is broke, we come out that same day. Dormar, home the Tin Man.
Common Man and Bob Capace here for Worthington Jewelers. Bob, why should people trust you for their holiday shopping this year?
Family owned and operated for 25 years. We're known for helping guys make great decisions. Unlike me hiring you, Common Man.
You know, I was thinking, I've been a good, clean boy this year. You got anything for me over there?
How about a nice anklet?
Sold! Worthington Jewelers on High Street in Worthington. WorthingtonJewelers.com, where Columbus gets engaged.
At Metal Supermarkets, we're all about getting you and your crew to quit in time sooner. That's why our service is a cut above. You see, no matter the project, we'll get you to the right metal, shape, and grade. Cut to any size, ready real fast. And yeah, we'll deliver. Leaving plenty of time for the important things, like opening an ice-cold can of aluminum. Metal Supermarkets, the convenience store for metal.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 5 and 20%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. Visit amfam.com to learn more. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Dormar, your kind of hero.
Every day, it's there. Matter of fact, it's the most predictable thing in your life, unfortunately. I'm talking about that chronic pain in your knees, hip, back, or shoulders. But tomorrow, you could wake up without it. That's because at QC Kinetics, there's a breakthrough treatment that is giving patients relief, in some cases, within a day. It's called stem wave therapy. Physicians in Europe were using this device 20 years ago. Finally, it's here in the U.S., and there's a huge demand for the treatments because patients are getting relief from acute pain and spreading the word. Here's the most interesting detail. This device is both diagnostic and therapeutic, helping Dr. Tessner and the medical team at QC Kinetics find the problem and trigger your body's natural healing response. StemWave uses the same technology as lipotripsy. Sound waves that penetrate, spark blood flow. That's exactly what you need to promote healing and relief. Wondering if this is a good solution for your pain? QC Kinetics is making it easy. Your first StemWave treatment is only $49. So call and ask about the $49 StemWave treatments right here in Columbus. 380-208-4544.
I once read a story about a few trees that each dreamed of becoming something amazing. The first tree dreamed of becoming a priceless treasure chest. The second, a great royal ship. And the third, a tree so tall it would point to heaven. As fate would have it, the first tree did not become the treasure chest, but rather a simple manger used for feeding animals. Until one silent night when it found itself holding the greatest treasure the world would ever know. The second tree did not become a great ship for a king, but only a simple fishing boat. Until one day it carried the King of Kings that would calm the storm. And lastly, the third tree did not grow into the heavens, but rather had a destiny as a worn-out cross, and that cross held God's sacrifice for humanity so that all would be saved. Hi, it's Steve Lindsay, and it's incredible to know that whether this year went according to our plans and dreams, or whether everything seemed to be falling apart, we have a Jesus Christ who can use us no matter what our failures, our sins, or past are to still do incredible things. Merry Christmas from the Lindsay Automotive family.
Lexi spent more than 6 years in foster care.
Before I was adopted, I felt alone.
With help from the Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption, Lexi now has a forever family and the foundation for a bright future.
Adoption changed me for the better. I feel like I can be whoever I want to be.
You can help find permanent homes for children still lingering in foster care. Learn more at davethomasfoundation.org.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus.
Good morning, I'm Dylan Gonzalez. The Columbus Blue Jackets were back in action at Nationwide Arena last night. The Jackets were looking for their second win on home ice this week, but fell short to the visiting Minnesota Wild 5-2. The CBJ will travel to Anaheim to play the Ducks tomorrow night. Coverage starts at 9:30 right here on The Fan. The long-awaited college football playoff finally starts tonight. The first game features SEC foes in 9-seeded Alabama and 8-seeded Oklahoma. That game kicks off at 8 o'clock in Norman. There are 3 college football playoff games on tomorrow, including one at noon between 2-seed Miami and the 7-seed Texas A&M. The winner of that game will play the Ohio State Buckeyes in the Cotton Bowl on New Year's Eve. This update was sponsored by The Waterworks and Header Plumbing, Drain, Heating, and Cooling. Together to serve you better. Scheduled today at thewaterworks.com. Breaking sports news when it happens right here on The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Both of these men love the Browns. Also, both of these men hate the Browns. If you know, you know. This is T-Bone and Tyvis.
You can tweet the program at Bone and Tyvis. You can also hop in the YouTube chat, which is very active right now. All the potheads are in the YouTube chat today.
420 coming up.
Is it?
I mean, in 4 months.
It is. What does that even mean? Oh, yeah, 4th of July on the way.
You know what
Very soon. Yeah, it's just 7 months away from now.
When I talk to my pothead friends, they tell me that 420 is really not any celebration because if you're a true pothead, every day is 420.
Well, I wouldn't know. Because that was Dial Style in the chat said, Bone, you don't smoke weed, though. Because one of the guys in the chat was like, hey, I'll drop some off. And we were all like laughing about that. And I said, if it's free, it's for me. Now, I don't know if you should drop it off at the station.
Why not? It's legal now. Get rid of your stigma.
That depends who you ask.
Your stigma.
They're trying to they got a law in the books they're trying to get passed. I don't know if they did, where it's like, it's
decriminalized it.
Yeah, but there's like a new one they're trying to get passed. It's like, if you go up to Michigan and buy something and bring it in, then you get arrested. Or say, it's like, what?
I saw that.
Well, I thought it was legal. I don't know.
I feel like a lot of people do the weed pens now, and that's like, I'm out of touch when it comes to that right now, and that like shocks me. Like that people could just have it in their pocket, just hit a pen real fast, and put it back in there. Like
that's
shocking technology.
That's I mean, you don't know about a G pen? Like come on, that's a Gary Payton right there. Everybody, you got to hit the GP every now and then. I mean,
if I had allegedly used to partake in these activities, it was never in that way.
Okay, all right.
Wouldn't know.
That's fine. That's fine.
I'm as straight as an arrow.
I feel like our plausible deniability is like evaporating as we speak. So we should probably stop.
Straight as an arrow.
Let's move along. The Athletics' Bruce Feldman polled more than 24 Power 4 and Group of 5 coaches about the college football playoff. This story's been out there for a couple days. I kind of kicked around if we even should bother getting into it because I don't think anybody wants to hear what I have to say about this. But I'm going to say it anyway because, damn it, that's the business we're in, and I'm going to give my opinion. So I saw a lot of Buckeye fans getting all butthurt about the fact that they asked these coaches, who's the best coach in the playoff, right?
In the college football.
College football playoff, there's
did they say
12
Kirby
coaches.
Smart?
Bingo. Yes, they said Kirby Smart, number 1 with a bullet or a speeding car, I guess would be more likely what he's going to have.
That's messed
50%,
up. That's messed
50% is what he had. Let him live. Kirby Smart's a great coach. Fine. I just saw a video. I don't know if you saw this video making the rounds yesterday. Somebody was outside the Georgia. They were outside the practice facility of Georgia. I guess they have an outdoor.
Revving the engines.
Well, someone was just sitting in the parking lot trying to I don't know if they were trying to film something. They had their phone out, and Kirby Smart is on a megaphone dog cussing out one of his players. Like, you stupid son of a beep, get your F&A over here, you mother F. Like, it was just, and it's on the loudspeaker. And I'm like, hell yeah, coach.
So we do still got that type of coach. You go, love that. Love that. That's what these kids today they done got soft.
I wanted to get the audio, but literally there's no way to play it because it was just like, God, like it's just you can't play it. You can't play. There's nothing to play. Yeah. All right. So Kirby Smart, 50%, best coach in the playoffs. Next, Curt Cignetti, 38%. Who could argue with that? The man has turned Indiana from a nothing into a powerhouse. They just won the Big Ten championship. He's got a quarterback who is...
Wait, Curt Cignetti is where?
Second, 38%. 50% said he's the best coach. Then 38% after that said Curt Cignetti. So that leads...
Recency bias.
That's exactly what that is.
I mean... all right, fine. And then... then Dan Lanning got 8%, which is weird. And Joey McGuire got 4%, the Texas Tech head coach. So that tells me, I'm going to do quick math and say 2 people said Dan Lanning, 1 person said Joey McGuire. So going off of that, he probably talked about, I'm going to guess 25 coaches. And then of that, the vast majority of them said Kirby Smart and Curt Cignetti. And then 3 of them said my buddy Dan Lanning or my buddy Joey McGuire in one case. So, but Buckeye fans are mad that Ryan Day didn't even get a vote in this. Didn't get even talked about. He's being overlooked. And
good.
We
good. Need that
That's
mentality.
Fine.
Good.
But also, are we shocked that people who coach for a living look at Ryan Day with jealousy? Are we shocked by that?
Because why wouldn't they have that same jealousy towards Kirby Smart if that's your argument?
Because Kirby Smart wasn't gifted a roster at Georgia. And Curt Cignetti wasn't gifted anything at Indiana. And as much as it rubs us all the wrong way, talking about being born on third base and all that, I know Ryan Day hates that. The reality is none of the other coaches that are listed here had a national championship winning coach hand them a program that was loaded with 4- and 5-star talent and said, now, here you go. Here's the Ming vase. Just don't drop it. And please place it on the pedestal, and it will be there. That is why Ryan Day has been doubted and criticized, even though he has his 80% winning percentage. It's not because people think he's a bad coach. It's because they think if you gave Dan Lanning the roster he had when he got here, he would have won more with it. If you gave Joey McGuire this roster, he would have won more with it. Now, is that fair or not? I have no way of knowing if those guys would. But Kirby Smart and Curt Cignetti, for sure, especially Curt Cignetti, came in and built a program. Georgia was a good program, but they fired Mark Richt for a reason, right? Like, he wasn't getting the job done. And it wasn't like a loaded cupboard when he got there. He built that thing. Ryan Day's only thing he will ever have against him, the winning percentage is great. He's got the national championship now. He figured out how to beat Michigan again. But the thing he will never be able to shake is your strength coach is Urban Meyer's strength. He was your strength coach, Tyvis, when you were there.
You can't get rid of Coach Mick, so.
Of course not. But I'm saying, like, he didn't go pick that guy. The guy who picks all his players is Urban Meyer's handpicked guy, right? And Mark Pantoni. So the idea that Ryan Day built this program from nothing is not ever going to be a thing he can say. He is going to be always thought of as the guy who took Urban Meyer's program and then furthered it, accelerated it, grew it. And he has certainly done that. But some Buckeye fans get so bent out of shape when you point out that a three-time national champion winning coach dropped a program on Ryan Day's lap and said, don't mess this up. And he hasn't for the most part.
I don't know how Ryan Day feels about everything that you just said.
I have my hunches.
But if that was me, I'd be laughing straight to the bank. I'd be laughing right to the bank.
Absolutely.
I'd cry and I wipe my tears with them Benjamins.
Oh, absolutely right.
Yeah. He has the winningest record in the history of college football. You literally almost can't do better than that except for win every single game.
Okay.
And like, again, I understand what you're saying. Like, he'll never be able to say he built a program. But who cares? Look what he's done once he's gotten this great program. He's became the winningest coach in college football history as it currently stands. If he retires right now, he has that moniker.
I agree with you. What I'm saying is, I don't know if Ryan Day cares or not. Buckeye fans certainly do care because I saw the mentions of this and people were like, the media around here was like, oh, how dare they not give Ryan Day? And it's like, what do you mean, how dare they? These are other coaches who are jealous as hell. They wish Urban Meyer coached their program and then said, hey, you're my offensive coordinator. I'm going to retire now. Here you go. They would have all loved that. So their jealousy will never, you can say what you want about Ryan Day, whether you think it's fair or unfair that this happens, but people were shocked that coaches voted this way. I'm not. I looked at this and said, of course, any coach would probably look at that and go, I could have done the same thing if I was Ryan Day. I would have been given that same thing. I would have won all those games.
So you were insinuating that the only way Ryan Day would ever be seen as a great head coach is he would have to fire Coach Mick and Pantoni, make his own hires, and then go from there?
Well, at some point, those guys, I presume Ryan Day wants to coach more than a couple years, right? At some point, those guys may decide, I don't know, I've done everything I want to do in my career. I'm done, or I'm moving on or whatever.
Talking about Coach Mick and Pantoni?
Yeah, at some point, maybe they will decide to do that.
I think they're fine.
Okay, no, I'm not breaking any news, Tyvis.
Good.
I'm saying it would be stupid for him to fire those guys. Clearly, I'm saying
if he was listening to this program and you ruffled his feathers and he said, you know what? I'm gonna prove Jonathan Smith wrong. I'm gonna go. Everybody fire everybody fire like the FUBU company. Y'all all out of here and bring his own people in, and he wins the Natty. Then to you,
it's not to me. I'm saying
to the rest of the world.
I'm saying
to the SEC.
The people who are surprised that coaches feel this way. That's the only way you're shaking that allegation is by doing something without any of that structure. And I'm not. He shouldn't care. To your point, he should not care.
I wipe my tears with Benjamin.
Exactly right. We as Buckeye fans should laugh as we polish yet another national championship trophy, hopefully this year. I'm saying for people who get worked up about that, the only way he can shake that particular allegation is to, eliminate all of that and just do his own thing, which he won't probably ever do here.
Well, it's not worth it.
The only way he could do that is to go somewhere else, which, like in the NFL, if he were to go and be successful there someday, not that I want to see him do that, but I'm saying, if that truly mattered to him, that would be the only reason I could see him going to the NFL, is to say, all right, I got all these people who think I can't build my own thing, watch me. But I would think that's not as big of a motivation as being successful and being awesome.
I would, if I was Ryan Day, I'd figure out what coaches voted on who, and when I play them, I'd go up 50 on them.
I'm going to guess they have staffers working on that right now.
Straight up.
I'm going to guess they got that already.
I bet you I can outcoach you in this game.
Jeff Svoboda, the Jackets insider, will join us next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Hi there and good morning. Right now, no crashes on your roadways. Busy traffic on 71 as you make your way into downtown. Also on 670 near the airport. But again, we are crash free right now. I'm 10 TD's Amy Stuggerwald with your Fan Traffic.
Men, it's the holidays, a time of love and joy. But if you suffer from erectile dysfunction, the season can be tough on you. This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health, and if you and your partner are experiencing struggles because of ED, change it up this year. Give the best gift you can give to the one you love by treating your ED and restoring your relationship. At Tri-State Men's Health, we're experts in treating ED, and as a Prometic restorative health practice, we've literally seen countless thousands of relationships renewed across the nation. Plus, with treatments having success rates well over 90%, coupled with many treatment options, we can likely find the right one for you. You may even find you're performing like you haven't in years. So call us and give your partner the best gift you can give this season. A renewed, restored relationship. Your first visit is only $99 and includes blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in our office, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com. We have 2 convenient locations in the area to serve you in Hilliard and Westerville.
All the folks at Buckeye, night or day.
The water's standing in the tub. My toilets will not flush. The smell's getting bad in here. I need help in a rush.
Clogged drain, no problem. It's 93 or free. I'll clear any drain or you don't pay with a 1-year guarantee.
It's 93 or free.
Guaranteed. Call 614-683-9911. Call the folks at Buckeye, night or day.
This is Ryan Krieger, and at Krieger Ford, we know life's busy. Let us handle your car care. Enjoy our convenient pickup and delivery service, or have our technicians come to you with our mobile service van. It's fast, easy, and hassle-free. Schedule your appointment today, only at KriegerFord.com.
Listen up, football fans. You won't want to miss this.
Right now, new Bet365 customers bet $5 and get $150 in bonus bets, win or lose. So you could turn that $150 into something bigger when you bet on money line, spread, totals, player props.
$150 in bonus bets when new customers bet $5. I know where I'm going to bet from now on. Download the app today and see why it's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio. T&Cs apply. In-app only.
'Tis the season for making memories. Give the gift of more time together at Dick's House of Sport and join us for family fun events all season long. Plus, climb a rock wall, test the multi-sport cage, and perfect your swing in a golf simulator. And shop the widest selection of the hottest brands like Nike, FP Movement, Adidas, Carhartt, UGG, and Stanley. Unforgettable moments start here at Dick's House of Sport. Visit dicks.com/House of Sport to see what's happening this season.
This is the Duke's Country Song. It's a song about the best mayo. It has a yellow lid, and its full name is Duke's Mayonnaise. Get Duke's Mayo in store. It's got twang.
I don't know what I want to do. I'm just not sure that college is right for me.
Have you considered a career in dental assisting? I love my job as a dental assistant. I have flexible work hours, the money is good, and I get to work in a professional, people-oriented dental office. What I really love about my job is knowing that I give people a healthy smile.
For more information about becoming a dental assistant, contact your high school guidance counselor. Or if you are no longer in school, talk to a dentist in your community or visit ODA.org. This message is brought to you by the members of the Ohio Dental Association.
Hi, the Scott Antique Markets are back again at the Ohio Expo Center, featuring hundreds of vendors with collectibles and merchandise from all over the world. The market is one weekend monthly, November through March. Build your family heirlooms. You can find everything that gets old. Just take I-71 to exit 111 to enjoy America's favorite treasure hunt. Visit thescottantiquemarket.com for more information. Come join us at the Ohio Expo Center for the Scott Antique Markets. It's huge. It's the Scott Antique Markets this weekend.
Jake Diebler's Buckeyes head to Atlanta for a battle with North Carolina.
Live fan coverage starts Saturday at 2 with the tip at 3.
Every game, every season, proud to be your home of the Buckeyes, the Fan, Ohio sports destination. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
We are looking at some much colder conditions here for today as highs are only in the 20s here this afternoon. Winds will be fairly strong out of the northwest at 15 to 30 miles per hour, and that's going to make it feel like it's down in the single digits and teens here for your Friday. And that's a look at your 10 weather impact forecast. I'm meteorologist Aaron White here on 97.1 The Fan.
Let's see. High school, Buckeyes, Browns, kids in the retention pond. It must be Football Friday.
Sponsored by Tansky Sawmill Toyota.
Football is good. The Fan. T-Bone and Tyvis present Talking Jackets. Talking Jackets.
There's a score! A turnover by the Islanders and Adam Fantilli. One more time. Puts it in the net.
To look inside the world of the Columbus Blue Jackets.
Sponsored by Care Heating and Cooling. Call 1-800-COOLING. When you need a company you can trust.
Every Friday, this here time, we talk to our guy. He is the Jackets insider, Jeff Svoboda, joining us from the Bryan Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. Tough one last night, Jeff. I mean, the score says 5-2. We know it was closer than that. But at the end of the day, it's not horseshoes, it's not hand grenades. You got to get the job done. This Jackets team is, I'm sure, frustrated with the way these third periods are going right now.
Yeah, they absolutely are. And you kind of heard that frustration boil over a little bit with Zach Werenski post-game, with him just talking about the fact that, you know, they've tried to kind of stay calm and not hit the panic button throughout this year as they have, you know, kind of found ways to snatch defeat from the jaws of victory at times. But, you know, they're now at the point of a season, 34 games in, about to hit the halfway point where they you know, they're behind the pace. They got to start winning some hockey games. And they have not done enough of that. And basically, you know, they're tied for last place in the Eastern Conference. And, you know, they're not terribly far from a playoff spot, but they have to start turning some of these close losses into close wins. And, you know, as Zach said last night, they believe they're a good team. But as he also said, good teams win games, and they're not doing enough of that right now. You know, last night was lost 6-7. So you got to start figuring out ways in these close games to make 0 points and 1 point turn into 2 points, or you're going to be really chasing it here shortly. So, you know, they got 2 more before Christmas, heading out to California. So, you know, you got to start finding ways to get points right now, or you're going to really need to hit the accelerator in the second half.
Well, Jeff, I got the answer to why they lost last night. The reason that they lost the game last night is because y'all allowed Joshua Edward Perry to light the cannon.
I knew this was coming.
if y'all would have had me, we would have won this one. But Joshua lit the cannon, and I knew it was bad from there. How was that? How excited was he? Did he do a good job?
I would say he did a great job. And you know, maybe it's a little tricky, you know, to light this cannon sometimes because, you know, occasionally, you know, you see someone, it takes a second or two to light it, but Josh just nailed it. So I thought it was pretty great to see him in Nationwide last night. And, yeah, you're welcome down anytime, Tyvis. Come on. You know, you too, T-Bone. Let's make it happen.
Well, the last time I was there, Jeff, my one Jackets game that I've ever – well, I've been to 2 because I went to the Stadium Series. But my one time in Nationwide, the Jackets rode the Penguins. I mean, rode them.
Well, we got to get you, Tyvis.
It was like it was the greatest thing. I seen everything in a hockey game that you want to see. I saw the Jackets score a lot of goals. I saw a hat trick. I saw a fight. It was great. Nationwide was unbelievable that night.
Jeff, I think we've been trying to, you and I and everybody who loves the Jackets are trying to figure out what can be done to fix things. Apparently, we at least need Tyvis for the third periods, I think is what we need, right? Just get him, if he can't make it for the whole game, get him there, get the helicopter going, right, and have him fly in. He can go land, go watch the third period, get the Jackets through that, and then let him get back to bed. I think that's the way we got to do it.
Yeah, no, it sounds to me like we got to have Tyvis, you know, come on down here for, you know, at least give it a try. You know, one of the next home games, have him come in, you know, see if he can do a better job than Joshua lighting the cannon, and then just keep it going. See if we, you know, more fights, more goals. I think we're all into this.
The Jackets insider, Jeff Svoboda, joining us in the Bryan Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. So I saw this from Mark Schei, who covers the Jackets. Updated goal differential by period. First period goal differential for the Jackets this season, they are +3. Second period, they are +1. Third period, according to him, they are -23. And, I mean, obviously, I don't expect you to have all the numbers from previous years right in front of you. But, like, just going by vibes and feels, like, that feels accurate. But also, that feels worse than what I can remember in recent years about third periods specifically. Am I wrong on that? Like, something just is weird with this team in third periods right now, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, that's not normal, I would say. And if everyone or if anyone knew the answer, they'd be in a lot better shape. And, there was a stretch, in, kind of early to mid-November when they started losing third period leads where, the team and head coach Dean Evison kind of felt like they didn't want to talk about it. And I think, the thing was they didn't want it to become a mental thing with them. And now it feels like it is a mental thing. And, they give up 2 empty net goals last night. So that's not exactly, they lost the third period 3-0 last night, but it wasn't really because they got buried. It was, the Wild kind of grinds out a goal and then they score 2 empty net goals. But it's a thing right now. And I don't know, you go back and look, and it's been a combination of a lot of different things that have kind of gone wrong. It's not like you could point to one thing and say, there were stretches where they're playing on their heels trying to protect leads. There's been stretches where they've had bad luck. There's been stretches where they, that just doesn't go their way. There's been a lot of things that have gone wrong. And, I can say, though, I think that now they know it's one of those things that you go into the third period and, even if it's subconscious, it's just, let's not screw this up. And, that's the easiest way to screw something up is to have the mindset of let's not screw this up. So, they need to just have a couple of third periods go their way, and then they need to make it happen. But until it does, it's going to be a big question mark with this team. I don't think it's anything schematic or anything training wise or something. It's just, they've been in some big moments and, the other team has gotten the job done and they haven't. And until they figure out how to do it, it's going to be something that dogs them. And so they've got to, just like pretty much everything with this team right now, you can see some positive, you can see some negative, but they've got to get it figured out.
And Jeff, you still believe that answer is within this roster. You don't think that there's something that they maybe need to go out and explore, a trade or anything like that, obviously closer to the deadline, that could change things? You think the answer is on this roster with these guys?
I mean, yes and no. The way that, trades are always good. It kind of feels like a team that could use, a little bit of a shakeup there. And there are still weak points on the roster. They still, defensive depth is still, not great. You could probably, always use more forward depth right now with Kent Johnson and Igor Chinakhov still trying to find their games. You could always use another scoring option. But, on the whole, I know people have kind of not wanted to hear throughout the year, and just talking to some guys around the team, they get that, but they have played a lot of good hockey. They've played well enough to win a lot more hockey games than they've lost, but they haven't done it, and so maybe that's why you need to make a shakeup and just try to do things a little bit differently, just because you feel like maybe that can change your luck or something like that. And I still like the way this team is constructed in the long run. There's good veteran players. There's still a good young core, but it's still getting there as well. And maybe a shakeup would help a little bit. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to do something here at some point. The market of the offseason was just so tough to make moves, especially because the free agent market dried up so much. I don't think they're a finished product yet, but I think they think they're getting there, and they like the group, but maybe you could use a shakeup or two as things get closer to the deadline.
Jeff, I need some life advice from you. Now, you're a guy who has a beard. If my significant other wants me to shave my beard and wear just a goatee, should I listen to my wife, or is it my face, my choice?
Well, ooh, boy.
Why are you doing this to Jeff? I thought we had all the tough questions for the hockey team, but now you've really put him in a spot. Who does he want to agree with? The guy he talks to every week, or that guy's wife? That's not fair to him.
Well, I mean, they do say happy wife, happy life for a reason. So,
yeah.
Sometimes you got to make a little concession or two. But, I'm obviously pro beard, so I've got your back on that one. But, that's still, you're the one that's got to deal with that. So.
Yeah, you got to wear it. That's exactly right. Well, Jeff, hopefully some better fortunes out west. I know you got a couple games there out in essentially Southern California with Anaheim on Saturday night, LA on Monday night. After that, any plans for I know there's a little bit of a break around the holidays. Any plans for you?
Yeah, nothing crazy. Just I'm originally from the Cleveland area, so just go home, spend a couple of days with family, and then get right back at it. But it's obviously always nice to do that, and go up 71 and head home for a little bit.
Yeah, well, I'm sure the Browns will give you something really exciting to watch if you get a chance. That'll be
exactly
between them and the Cavs. It's just so much positivity right now for Cleveland sports, Jeff. I know it's exactly what you're looking to get up to when you get up there, but. Yeah, thanks for the time this morning. Happy holidays to you and yours, and we'll talk again here probably. I'm not even here next week, so we'll talk in a couple weeks. How about that?
All right, sounds good. Happy holidays, guys.
There you go. Happy holidays indeed. Jeff Svoboda, the Jackets Insider, joining us on the Brian Heating and Cooling Systems Fan Guest Hotline. 2 minutes away, Ohio State losing a player to the transfer portal. We will tell you who next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Hey there, and happy Friday. No crashes right now, but we are seeing busy traffic on I-70 on the west side, right near Hilliard Row Road. Also on I-71 as you make your way into the downtown area. I'm 10 TV's Amy Stuggerwald with your Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by BMI Federal Credit Union. Get a holiday loan and choose loan amounts from $1,000 to $5,000. Visit bmifcu.org/holiday loan for details.
Oven-baked French toast, hot melty cheese, and meat, and meat, and meat. Introducing UDF's new 3-meat French toast sandwich, piled with bacon, sausage, and Canadian bacon. United Dairy Farmers, mornings made for you.
Great Lakes Hyundai. The savings are so good.
These savings are so good. Right now, get low lease payments on every model, like a new 2026 Elantra SE for just $119 a month for 24 months. Plus, get owner assurance and America's best warranty. A 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain coverage. Go now. Columbus or Dublin or glexhyundai.com. With approved credit, $39.95 down plus taxes, fees, first month payment, 12 miles per year, ends 1/2/26.
Plumbing problems? Logan Services is here to help. We offer free estimates on water heaters, water softeners, sewers, and drains. Don't stress. Instead, take action and book your free appointment now. Logan Services.
Ring in 2026 in a big way at Hollywood Casino Columbus. Don't miss our $65,000 New Year, New Wheels giveaway. You could drive off in a 2026 Chevy Traverse or take home $35,000 cash. Earn entries playing your favorite slot and table games all month long. The fun doesn't stop there. Catch live entertainment, hit the dance floor, indulge in fine dining, and count down to a balloon drop at midnight. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.
T-Bone and Tyvis is presented by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Sign up today at awaken180weightloss.com.
Tyvis hates Girl Scout cookies.
I hate it.
And little girls. And America.
I hate it, hate.
Seriously, Tyvis, what the hell?
Okay, whatever this is, I already hate it.
You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
You know what I hate? Low testosterone. That's what I hate. Man, the holiday season is here, full of hustle, bustle, and packed with activity. But when your energy is drained and you're not sleeping well and your sex drive is nowhere to be found, that's a nightmare. Then maybe it's tough to feel festive. These could be signs of low testosterone. If that's what's going on, this is your season to take action and get treated. Go see my people over at Tri-State Men's Health. They're experts when it comes to this. If you're in your early to mid-30s, you're losing 2 to 3% of testosterone production every year. It happens gradually, and before you know it, you're just not that same guy. I was the hawk in my 20s, and I'm just not that guy anymore. The lion has lost it. The flame has died down. But guess what? A-Shot Fridays is here. You go see my people at Tri-State. They give you a little shot in the ace. You can get your libido back. You'll start losing some weight. You'll be more productive at the gym. You'll sleep well, and you get rid of all that sad and depressed stuff. If you feeling any of these symptoms, go to tristatemenshealth.com. Take their low T quiz. It's a simple 10-question quiz with yes or no answers. It takes about 2 minutes. After that, you want to schedule a consult with Tri-State Men's Health, where they'll do their lab work with you and have your results within 30 minutes. A licensed medical provider will review the results with you and discuss your options, and you will make the decision together with their medical team. The cost of the appointment is only $99, which includes a medical consult, T and PSA test. And if you sign up that day of the appointment, your visit is free. They have 6 locations located in the states of Ohio, 2 of them located in Columbus. One is in Hilliard. The other one's in Westerville. Call them today at 800-900-9654 or visit tristatemenshealth.com.
Florida product, guy who has been with Ohio State for 3 years, wide receiver Bryson Rogers, going to enter the transfer portal. He is apparently his management, Net Sports Management, told that to 24/7 Sports yesterday that he intends to enter the transfer portal.
Wasn't he in the portal like after his freshman year and then he came back out of the portal?
I think it might have been last year.
He may have been.
No, he was for sure recently. He for sure has entered the portal before.
Okay, this is his second time. Now this is it, and I don't blame him.
Yeah, it's too bad. I mean, I don't in any way, shape, or form blame him for wanting to do that. I also don't think I'm not trying.
Sorry, that was my mic. I promise.
I thought he let one rip.
We go live to Dylan on the scene. Do you have any thoughts on Bryson Rogers? God.
My bad.
I usually have to let a few rip in the morning. I wasn't sure what happened. I thought, damn. All right, good. Anyway, Bryson Rogers. My bad. All right. Anyway, no. I knew he was. This again. I don't think this is not like, oh no, how dare they lose him? I get it. I would be leaving if I were him.
I mean,
if I'm Ryan Day, I'd be like, we got other guys coming.
Well, the thing was was the fact that he's been in this program. What is he?
He's 3 years. Been here 3 years.
Yeah, if it ain't happened for you in 3 years, and then with the injuries that we had at the wide receiver position, I really didn't see him.
That was the game. The game that I thought it might be kind of done for him. Although he scored a touchdown in that UCLA game. That was where Jeremiah Smith played for a half, and then Cardinal Tate didn't play at all. He scored a touchdown in that game.
He played in 3 games this season.
But then I think after that, it was the Rutgers game maybe, where I just felt like if we're not seeing him get huge pushes in these type of games, I don't think they have much of a future for him.
Which is wild.
When David Adolph is getting more reps than he is at times, that kind of let me say, all right, I think I see the writing on the wall for this guy.
So the thing about Ohio State is this, and it's a good problem to have, but it's what it is. If you're going to be a recruit here and you're going to play the wide receiver position at Ohio State, if you're not good, people will pass you by.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's probably the most competitive room in all of college is that wide receiver room. You think about just all the talent, the first round talent that's been in there. It's so hard to get on the field. I mean, you got JJ and Cardinal Tate in front of you. It's hard to beat them. So you're not. It's just not going to happen. So now you're forced to have to sit another year, and then you got Chris Henry Jr.'s and all of those guys coming in, and then it's you can get passed by, and now you have no choice but to hit the portal. And the Bryson Rogers things is interesting because when he went to the portal and then he came back that spring, and I want to say even last season, they kind of featured him. He was one of the top guys in the rotation. And I don't know what happened this year, but he's completely fell out. I mean, he has his stats for the year: 6 catches, 79 yards, and 1 touchdown. So he had 2 catches. He played in 3 games, had 2 catches in each game.
Yeah.
So
the problem for him is he's not a tight end. Because if he was a blocking tight end who has no hands, they would have had him in every goal line situation. He would have been out there they would have had pass plays ready for him. Maybe he could have played fullback. That would have been an option for him.
I mean, I'm assuming Chris Henry Jr. is going to be one of the top 3 wide receivers on this team next year.
Quincy Porter Jr. JJ.
Because he got hurt. Quincy Porter Jr. has been hurt because he was getting reps before that, right?
Brandon Ennis
he could come back,
right? Brandon Ennis.
Does he have another year?
I
can't remember off the top of my head.
Let me look.
If I were him, I would definitely
Brandon
do that.
Ennis is a junior, so
So for sure, Tate, Ennis, and then
Tate is gone.
Well, Tate's gone.
Not Tate.
Yeah,
Smith.
JJ.
Ennis, Chris Henry,
and Quincy Porter Jr.
Yeah,
Mylan
Graham still on the roster.
There were times Mylan Graham didn't get. I swear it was the Rutgers game. I could be wrong. Where it feels like there was a game. Remember, he didn't play for an entire first half when everybody was out. And I remember being like, "Where is he?"
I believe
hurt?
it was a Rutgers game.
Yeah, and then randomly they started putting him in the second half when it was a blowout. And I thought then I'm like, what What is that about? That's weird. Was he suspended for a half and we just don't know about it? No one ever got to the bottom of that, but yeah, whatever. I mean, the wide receiver room's a little weird this year, but Brian Hartline leaving, going to South Florida, where Bryson Rodgers is from, obviously, if I could bet on things like that, I would, that he would end up at South Florida. Because
well, you can on Kalshi or whatever it's called. Did you see that news that they're trying to put out transfer portal odds?
That's ridiculous.
There's no way that could get sideways in any way.
Let me amend my statement. If I thought there was any chance that I could bet on it legitimately and it wasn't going to be a manipulated market, then yeah, 100%. But no, I don't trust betting.
Could you imagine? It's like plus 2,000 odds for you to transfer to Miami of Ohio. Won't you go ahead and do that? We'll bet a huge bag on it. Like, what are we doing?
Well, yeah, I know it sounds almost conspiratorial, and you have to be super online even to know what like a Kalshi is, because I don't think a lot of people are necessarily.
I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it right.
Yeah, it's like a predictions market, right? Okay.
Yes.
So, what would stop someone if the odds were like, oh, he could go to, I don't know, some guy could transfer to Arizona State for, like you said, plus 3,000 odds. What is that, 30-1?
Yeah.
What stops a booster from going, great, I'm going to put 25 grand on it, and then when that comes back and that comes into the hundreds of thousands of dollars, then I will go ahead and take that money and give that all to this recruit because he chose to come here. Like, it seems like the most obvious way you could have corruption, another form of corruption, in this already corrupt system we have. So, yeah, good. Glad that we're adding more variables of corruption, not fewer. But.
I mean, the NCAA is trying to fight it, but their record in court is not good recently.
Exactly right. Other transfer news very quickly. Chaz Coleman from Penn State is hitting the portal. This is an Ohio guy who is a defensive line talent. He's a freshman, right? Pretty sure. Penn State dude. He was the guy talking to the Red Coat after the Penn State game, and all the Penn State people got very worked up about that. Apparently,
collusion.
Yeah, but wasn't the thing that like that guy played with Chaz Coleman's? It was either his dad or his grandfather,
his uncle, I think.
Someone in his family, and they. I mean, I know what it really was. I gave that Red Coat a bag and said, make sure you talk to my guy Chaz because I want him here because we already knew that he was probably hitting the portal.
According to the Penn State message,
they already think
it's a foregone conclusion he's going to be a Buckeye.
Ohio was one of the teams he was considering. Ohio State was he's from Ohio, and Ohio State was one of the teams he was considering when he was being recruited. So
who is our pass rushers past this year?
I don't know, but like Caden Curry's going to be gone. Right?
I don't think Kenyatta
Jackson will be gone.
Yeah, that's right.
I seen him. You see, he like a border first round pick. I seen that. I was like, wow.
Yeah, these guys are all turning.
If he could get a holding call, geez, man.
I think the whole starting D line is gonna leave again.
I'm saying like I'm sure he sees that and goes, "There's an opportunity." Now, who knows if he'll actually pick to come here? But that is one. If you're looking for transfer portal targets, I'm sure he is one of Ryan Day's highest priorities, and Mark Pantoni's, I'm quite sure. Bo Pribula from Missouri hitting the portal. He will never play in a bowl game. He didn't play in Penn State's last year in the playoffs. He's not playing Missouri's bowl game. Go figure. TCU quarterback Josh Hoover is entering the portal. I'm trying to think of where I saw. There were already some reports talking about where he might end up, but I feel like it was a playoff caliber team. So, yeah, just keep an eye on that. Lots more portal news to come for sure. One of the NFL's best reporters has gotten something completely wrong about Columbus. We'll discuss it next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning and happy Friday. Right now, no crashes on the map. Things looking pretty good. Starting to watch things pick up on 71 near downtown and on 33 on the southeast side. Make it a great day. I'm 10 TV's Amy Stuggerwald with your fan traffic.
Get Eco.
ECO. Aaron, are we still doing that crazy thing you said?
Which crazy thing do you mean, Jerry?
You know, the one where we give away up to $1,500 in free repairs on furnaces?
Get Eco.
ECO. Yes, Jerry, we'll be doing that $1,500 giveaway from now on.
But why? It's crazy.
People are being told they need a whole new furnace when all they really need is a minor repair.
So we're saying they should call Eco to repair it and keep repairing it until someday when they really do need a new HVAC system.
We'll give them back all the money they paid us to fix their old furnace and air conditioner.
When they let us install the new ones.
All those extra years of service that they squeezed out of their old furnace and air conditioner become a free gift from Eco.
Does any other company do this?
Of course not, Jerry. It's crazy.
Get Eco.
ECO.
Get Eco.
ECO. Generous plumbers, Merry Christmas electricians, and buy a kid a new toy this year, HVAC technicians.
GetEco.com.
From moving compliance targets to shifting regulations, the pressure to stabilize is growing. At Plant Moran, we help you meet complexity with confidence. We cut through the noise and give you the tools to act, ground your planning in insights, and tailored tax strategies from senior specialists so the next step you take is on solid footing. Don't chase stability, lead with it. Plant Moran. Stability, period.
Listen to Financially Fit Radio with Corey Sickles this Saturday at 9 a.m. on 97.1 The Fan, covering topics like what you need to know about annuities and how to stay healthy and enjoy retirement. Financially Fit Radio this Saturday at 9 a.m. on 97.1 The Fan.
Timmy Hall and, real common man here for our friends at Hollywood Casino Columbus.
We've got plenty of holiday specials for you this month. You can enjoy a 4-course wine dinner at the lounge at Final Cut. Plus, there's holiday takeout specials.
And we got happenings on New Year's Eve.
What's happening?
Winning. You could win a 2026 Chevy Traverse, $35,000 in cash, or $50,000 in Penn slot play.
Become a member of our rewards program on the Penn Play app and get a $20 dining credit.
It's all going down this month at Hollywood Casino Columbus. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
At ADP, we know you want your landscape business to succeed, but we don't know anything about landscaping. ADP only knows how to handle the business of your small business. So if ADP focuses on the payroll and the HR, while you focus on the land and the scaping, success should follow. Just don't expect us to know all about Kentucky bluegrass, zero-turn cutting, or what to do with a woodchuck. That's for you to figure out. Let ADP help your small business focus on the part of the business you're good at. ADP for small business.
No school means no lunch for millions of kids in the summer. Let's come together, food banks, families, and generous individuals like you to make sure no child goes without food in the summer. Together, we can make a difference. Learn more at feedingamerica.org/summer.
Now's the time to buy or renew your 2026 dog licenses. Not only are dog licenses required by law, but fees support the Franklin County Dog Shelter and Adoption Center. Buy or renew your dog licenses today at franklincountyauditor.com.
Millions of fans agree this Christmas tradition rocks. Trans-Siberian Orchestra, live in concert, presenting the Ghosts of Christmas Eve, the best of TSO and more. December 23rd, 2 shows, Nationwide Arena. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Trans-Siberian Orchestra. A portion of the proceeds benefits the James and Heather Pick Music Program.
Give the gift everyone wants. Fun in your own game room. Beat the last-minute scramble with a gift card from Billiards Plus. And let that special someone go on a shopping spree they'll remember forever. Billiards Plus, making dreams come true on Dublin Center Drive in Dublin.
If only there was a radio show that constantly talked about Ohio State athletics. Well, good news. It's real, baby. The Buckeye Show.
Weeknights at 6.
Proud to be your flagship home of the Buckeyes. The Fan, Ohio sports destination. All your favorite fan shows are available when you want them.
Head to 971thefan.com and hit that subscribe button.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination. Your home for football, food, and fun. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Now in the YouTube chat, just go to YouTube, 971 The Fan, click on T-Bone and Tyvis. You can join a lively discussion there. I upset a few of the people in the chat because
they ain't hearing that whole Ryan Day take you had. They said that he would have never landed Chris Henry Jr. if Urban would have never got Chris Henry Jr. to come here.
Oh, okay. I don't know any.
They said.
My thought. Just let me clarify what I said because I think sometimes maybe I don't say it as well as I should, which is bad given the job I do for a living.
Say, that's part of the job.
No, but I think I'm clear when I say it, but sometimes people hear what they want. So let me re-clarify.
Nah, that's a fact.
That survey that came out, and it was the fact that they had Kirby Smart number 1. It was Power 4 and Group of 5 coaches. They asked them, who is the best coach in the college football playoffs? Anonymous survey. Number 1, getting 50% of the vote, was Kirby Smart. Number 2 was Kurt Cignetti. Dan Lanning got a couple votes, and
Joey McGuire.
Joey McGuire from Texas Tech got a 1 vote, I'm going to guess.
Lizzie's brother.
Yeah. That's exactly right. Good job. Nice. So I said at the time, I don't get why Dan Lanning and Joey McGuire get votes other than this. And all I'm saying is, if you're surprised that college football coaches are jealous of Ryan Day, and jealous of the fact that none of these other guys were given the start that Ryan Day was when Urban Meyer said, here you go. By the way, you might notice, and I know he hasn't had the success that Ryan Day has had, because the question was, who's in the playoffs? Kalen DeBoer's in the playoffs. That's a guy who's been to the playoffs without being at Alabama. And I'm quite sure there are some coaches who probably are jealous of the fact that he got to take over after Nick Saban. And
he went to a national championship game with Washington.
Yeah, right. And I'm saying, if you want to talk about a guy who has got no votes. He got no votes in this.
He's made Alabama crash and burn.
Well, they don't. Again, there are some people who think burn. Yeah. Some people think Bama's crashing and burning. Other people think he's the savior of Michigan football. So my point is, Ryan Day's not the only one who got disrespected. But if you doubt that coaches are jealous of the fact that Ryan Day got to come in and go take over a program that Urban Meyer helped, I don't want to say resurrect, but after Luke Fickell left, it wasn't exactly at the best place it could be. And he built it right back up to what it should be, got it right back to where Tress had it. And then beyond, yeah, there are going to be coaches who are jealous of that. So it does not surprise me at all that survey went that way. And as far as Ryan Day goes, I don't know if he cares about it or not, but I don't think he should. But I do think that's the one thing people who want to hate on Ryan Day that they still can say is that he didn't build this from scratch. Curt Cignetti did. Kirby Smart, to a degree, Georgia's in a better place than Indiana, but he still had to build it back from what Mark Richt had kind of done, where it was good but never getting over the hump. He did build it and get it over the hump.
Well, the one thing that Ryan Day and Urban has in common when it comes to recruiting, neither one of them can recruit kickers. Neither one of them. Neither one of them.
Well, I don't know if Urban does, but I know Ryan Day doesn't care, is what I would say.
So to clarify your take, you don't necessarily agree, but you understand why coaches are petty, and that's who voted on this.
Yeah, that's the Chris Rock thing is like, I don't agree, but I understand. Like, I'm not saying that I would do it, but I understand, and I don't think that's. I'm just saying, why does everybody get bent out of shape when that's the case?
Because I think he at least has to be second on this list. If we're talking amongst rational human beings, Kirby Smart. And
Curt Cignetti just outcoached him in a game.
In a game.
Yes. With inferior players, guys who are not 5 and 4 stars.
How many coaches?
Curt Cignetti is a better coach right now. That's the question. And that's not unfair. That's all I'm saying.
How many coaches in this playoff have championships? 2 of them. Put them at the top.
Again,
rank the rest after that.
I'm not trying to be a hater here. This is why I said no one wants to hear my opinion on this, because everybody loves to carry the Kool-Aid around here. But all I'm trying to tell you is these coaches are looking at it saying Ryan Day did less with more than I would have if I had Ryan Day's job. Than Curt Cignetti did if Curt Cignetti got the Ohio State job. Then Kirby Smart if Kirby Smart got the Ohio State job. Is that fair or not? Should it matter? No. But I'm just telling you that's the reasoning behind it. And I can't blame those coaches for looking at Curt Cignetti and Ryan Day going head-to-head in not a playoff game, but a championship game, and saying, Curt Cignetti beat him just now with less talent. Of course they're going to vote him higher than that. Fair or not, that's how we measure this stuff.
What I have to say has nothing to do with Ryan Day. It has to do with coaches, though. You don't think after, let's say 2 years from now, right, stuff die down, you don't think Sharon Moore could get an offensive line coaching job?
I don't think so.
Not right now.
No, like I said,
never.
2-3 years from now.
Never.
He was a good offensive line coach.
I wouldn't say never, Dylan, because look at the scumbag. Bobby Petrino's literally the interim head coach at Arkansas this year. Anybody can he came back to the spot. He literally spat in everybody's face in college football, and he's gotten multiple head coaching jobs after being a known dirtbag. So, and he had the Sharon Moore template 10 years ago.
Not as a head coach, Dylan, as an offensive line coach.
I changed my mind. He could probably be an offensive line coach at his alma mater, as in the high school he went to.
All right.
That's where he could go coach.
All right. Well, you may not agree with me on my take on the fact that coaches are jealous, and that it does not surprise me that they do not give Ryan Day the credit he deserves, but we can table that for now. What we can all agree on is that Albert Breer is wrong. Because Albert Breer, who is one of the best reporters in the NFL, he does a great job with the Monday morning quarterback stuff. He said this. Someone asked him, said, hey, I'm going to Columbus. I know Albert Breer used to work here. He actually used to work at the Fan. 20 plus years ago as an intern.
Really?
Yeah, he was here not for a very long time, but he did work here briefly. Anyway, Albert, of course, Ohio State guy, knows Columbus a bit. Someone said, what are the good spots to eat in Columbus?
Mm-hmm.
And Albert Breer said, and I quote, pizza in Columbus might have gotten better since I was there, but it sucked then, with a few exceptions. One is definitely the Buckeye at Adriatico's. Giant Sicilian style, awesome. All right, that part is good, because we do agree Adriatico's very good pizza. Although
I don't think people would. You can't really disrespect that place.
No, you can't. Although you can by saying all pizza tastes the same.
Similar.
Okay. Jeff Ruby's in Hyde Park for steak is what he said.
Oh, you gotta have some money for that.
Schmitz for German food, Thurman's for burgers.
And I go to this Thurman's place.
You've never been to Thurman's?
No. Tim brought that up like a year or two ago.
We gotta get you over there. We'll go for lunch sometime.
Thurman's.
When you're not working one of your 18 other jobs. We will go. The three of us will go out for lunch.
So not a Tuesday or Thursday.
Yeah, no. Actually, you know what we could do? Is that Son of Terminator? There's a Son of Terminator in Delaware.
Yes, I've been there many times.
Which is, I mean, further north than you guys live, but at least we could all head up
right
that
on the
way.
cusp of Delaware.
No, this is like in Delaware, in the little town. Like
that's
in the
10
main
minutes from me.
All right. Well, we can go up to that one if you don't want to do the one down here.
Son of Delaware.
Son of Thurman's.
Thurman's. Got to look.
But yeah, you got to get that. The Terminator's that's a thing, man. But I would just say Albert Breer doesn't live in Columbus. I don't expect him to know this stuff, but
he should have said JT's for pizza.
He should have just said, I haven't lived in Columbus. I don't really know what's going on. Columbus people, what do you think? Because
Cane's lemonade.
That has nothing to do with this.
I saw they asked the Ohio State Buckeye, the men's basketball team, they asked them for like, what's your favorite eats in Columbus? And one of them said Chipotle. I forget who it was.
Smart man.
That's not a Columbus
That's
place,
what I would have
though.
said.
That's what they wanted to know.
If you would have asked me and Cardio back in college, that would be the number one answer we would say, Chipotle.
You can get that anywhere, is my point.
Yeah, Chipotle is no longer a regional.
Not the
it's very international.
Specifically the one in Bethel. That was the one that we loved, the one in Bethel.
Okay. Is that still the spot for you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cardell said he drive to Bethel every time to get his
Every time I go to that one, there's about 62 people in line.
Yeah. You got to do the
wonder
online.
why.
You got to do the online. Ohio State's next opponent is going to be determined on Saturday. Who do we want the Buckeyes to face in the next round of the playoffs? We'll talk about it next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning. Right now, no crashes that we're tracking, but watching things pick up across the metro, especially on 71 near downtown and on I-70 on the west side near Hilliard Rome Road. Make it a great day. I'm 10 TV's Amy Stuggerwald with your Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Roosters. For every $50 you spend in Roosters gift cards this holiday season, you'll receive a $10 Roosters bonus buck. Available at Roosters locations or at roosterswings.com.
I love Right Pack Credit Union because they're solution driven.
I feel valued as a member. They're focused on the latest technology and the personal connections.
Experience benefits that go beyond banking with Right Pack Credit Union. Just ask our actual members.
I definitely recommend Right Pack to all my family and friends as a credit union of choice.
Visit one of our Columbus area Right Pack Credit Union member centers near you. Based on individual members' experiences, results may vary.
Hey, Jackets fans, we know what's on your holiday wish list. Ask your Secret Santa for a Blue Jackets holiday gift pack. You'll score 2 tickets plus a Blue Jackets Honda shirt. Learn more at bluejackets.com/holiday.
Getting cold feet? Call Care Heating and Cooling and we'll fix your furnace fast. Call 1-800-COOLING.
Hey, it's Anthony, and it's Happy Honda Days at your main Honda of Dublin. What am I going to give you? How about rates as low as 0%? You want no payments for 90 days? You got it. Do you have a trade-in? I'll make sure Rich gives you an extra $1,000 for your trade. Yep, an extra $1,000. Or I'll slide you right into a brand new Honda with leases starting from only $239 a month. Happy Honda Days right now at your main Honda of Dublin on Sawmill Road, just south of 270, or online at yourmainhondaofdublin.com.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. The holidays are here, and if you've got a collector in your life, you have to check out Midwest Cards. Thousands of packs and boxes from Pokemon to every sport you can name. It's a full-on collector's dream. Plus, they have signed jerseys and memorabilia that'll make any fan go crazy. The variety is awesome, and the selection legendary. So swing by Midwest Cards today, grab an epic gift or even a gift card, and watch your favorite collector's face light up this holiday season. Get to Midwest Cards today and tell them T-Bone sent you.
Make your shopping stress-free this holiday season. Hi, it's Alex Johnson from the Diamond Cellar. As your one-stop luxury destination for over 77 years, we offer everything from brilliant diamonds to classic timepieces and the world's finest fashion jewelry. With every gift wrapped in our signature blue box, you'll be saving time and giving joy, all with guaranteed best prices that no one can match. Experience holiday shopping the way it should be. Simple and unforgettable. Visit Diamond Cellar on Salmo Road or at Easton Town Center.
'Tis the season to not feel groggy. I know that's not how the song goes, but it's how the rush of the holidays can make us feel. Eric Reeser here and my friends at Hydrate Me Med Spa have the goods to keep you looking and feeling your best as the year comes to an end. 4 convenient locations in Central Ohio offering medical-grade IV and aesthetic treatments. If you're like me and get a little queasy at the thought of an IV, not a big needle person, I get it. But their staff of incredible certified nurse practitioners makes the process easy. Get your body ready for a successful holiday season by booking your drip today at hydratememedspa.com.
We asked parents who adopted teens to share their journey.
Nathan has taught me to embrace the moment. Age-wise, I'm in my late 60s. I'm old enough to be his grandfather. Will he be embarrassed to acknowledge me as his dad? I think the most important thing we can do is let them know that they're safe, that they're valued and cared for and loved, and that they're important.
I knew I wanted to be adopted by him because of how he taught me to be the person who I am today. And it's coming from a dad that didn't expect to become a dad. And I feel very proud to be his son.
That was what he needed, and he was what I needed. Every day is full of new opportunities. That's what it's been about, realizing the simple things that it takes to make such a huge difference in these kids' lives.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care at adoptuskids.org. Brought to you by Adopt U.S. Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
Hey there, Jane Lynch here. You want to hear something funny? Too bad. You want to hear something uplifting that will inspire you? Good. Because today, I want to talk to you about Direct Relief, a humanitarian organization that does seriously good work when it counts. Fires, hurricanes, earthquakes. When disaster strikes, Direct Relief immediately shows up with medicines, medical supplies, and everything doctors and nurses need to save lives. Let's ship her out! Every day across the United States and around the world, they're making an enormous difference. If someone needs help, Direct Relief helps. No politics, no red tape. Hey, what you doing over there?
Oh, I'm packing insulin for kids with diabetes.
See, every box here is literally a lifeline for someone in critical need. So check them out at directrelief.org. You might just bring a smile to someone's face.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars, Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus.
Good morning, I'm Dylan Gonzalez. The Columbus Blue Jackets were back in action at Nationwide last night. The Jackets were looking for their second win on home ice this week, but fell short to the visiting Minnesota Wild 5-2. The CBJ will travel to Anaheim to play the Ducks tomorrow night. Coverage starts at 9:30 right here on The Fan. And the long-awaited college football playoff finally starts tonight. The first game features SEC foes in 9-seeded Alabama and 8-seeded Oklahoma. That game kicks off at 8 o'clock in Norman. There are 3 college football playoff games on tomorrow, including one at noon between 10th seed Miami and the 7th seed Texas A&M. The winner of that game will play the Ohio State Buckeyes in the Cotton Bowl on New Year's Eve. This update was sponsored by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Instead of New Year, New You, how about New Year, Better You? More focused, healthier, lighter, and most importantly, happier. Awaken180weightloss.com.
The only contraband hiding in Tyvis's butt cheeks is a Kit Kat bar. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
The moment I walked into Caps, I knew that I was in the right place for my NeoGraft treatment. Caps is state-of-the-art. It was clean, it's sleek, and it's built for people who take aesthetics seriously. Their technology is top tier, and the whole experience felt professional from start to finish. As men, we hit the gym. Unlike Rusty, we care about our style, so why not our hair and skin too? There's nothing vain about wanting to feel good. Caps made it easy, honest, and judgment-free. No pressure, just real people helping me make the best decision for myself. Make the best choice for yourself with Caps by visiting experiencecaps.com.
You know, if you didn't stay up for it last night, a big game in the NFL. Seahawks won, controversial call. They beat the Rams 38-37. Big playoff implications, NFC West implications. Al Michaels rising to the moment on Prime Video. Listen to this call of his Puka Nacua touchdown call right here.
Stafford fires. Nacua again. Nacua will take it to the end zone. Puka Nacua, 41 yards.
What was he supposed to say?
That would have been better. What happened to Al Michaels? When did this occur? The answer is probably a couple years ago when NBC said, you know what, never mind. We'll take Mike Tirico. And you know I'm no fan of Mike Tirico because I think he is boring and bland. But compared to that,
so they didn't fire him.
He's a god. He's John Madden compared to that.
We're moving in a different direction.
That's terrible. Anyway.
He's old.
It doesn't matter. He's paid millions of dollars to go call these games. Be good. I don't care how old you are. Be good at your job.
He conditioned to go 4 quarters. Not in overtime.
That's exactly right. So Miami's taking on Texas A&M. That is tomorrow at noon on ABC. It says ABC/ESPN. So I guess we're going to get like multiple broadcasts of this and all that, as we should. It's a playoff game. It'll be at Kyle Field. The atmosphere will be great. I'm sure that'll be a very exciting matchup. Now, Notre Dame fans will be watching this, hate watching it. I believe, obviously, Ohio State fans will be watching it too.
Watching which one?
No, Miami-Texas A&M. They'll be probably hating, thinking, man, if we could just beat one of these teams, we would have been in there. But they couldn't. Also, Notre Dame would probably be favored over both these teams if they played right now.
Which is wild work because it's Dylan's fault. It's both of y'all fault.
Why is it our
y'all
fault?
did this.
What did we do?
Y'all got a team that's probably gonna, they probably ain't even gonna be close. I should have took Texas A&M and laid the 3.5. It's not even gonna be close. It's not even gonna be an interesting game, and it's y'all fault.
Wait. Why do you think it's not gonna be an interesting game? What's your breakdown of this? You think Texas A&M just gonna roll Miami and that's it?
For a team that's tied for first place in the country with sacks with 41 of them, yeah, I do.
Okay. Now, let me counter that by pointing out to you that both Texas A&M and Miami have 2 of the top 12 offensive lines in college football. And Miami also has a tremendous pass rush and defense. So I think if you like slob play, if you like the battle in the trenches, this is the game for you. The over-under on this is 47.5, which is like an NFL over-under. It's not a college football over. Like, they know this is going to be a low-scoring game, and I tend to think that's where it's going to live. I think points will be at a premium tomorrow in this game.
It's not going to be a shootout by any means.
I wouldn't think so.
I don't think that either, but I don't know. Are you still on the Marcel Reed as a turnover waiting to happen?
He is. So
you think of all the time, this is going to be the time he decides to turn the balls over?
No, I'm with you that I think Texas A&M wins this game, and then he has 3 turnovers against Ohio State.
I will say
that's what I think is going to happen.
Let's see, the South Carolina game, his last 2 competitive games, he's had 2 interceptions. Samford we're
going to count that.
We're not even going to pay attention to that.
We're counting the South Carolina game where he led them back in Heisman-like fashion after they got down by 30 at halftime.
He had 2 picks, though. And then in the Texas game, he had 2 picks.
Right. So yes. So
but he only has 5 on the season.
Yes, and 4 of them came in the last 2 games, which were a loss and a barely win that should have never happened if Shane Beamer wasn't an idiot at South Carolina.
I'll take that back. He got 10 on the season. I thought he had 5. He had 10
there you go. I'm telling you, like, this guy, he might not melt down tomorrow, but he will melt down in this playoffs. And if it doesn't happen against Miami's defense, it will happen against Ohio State.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, we're gonna get some picks off that dude. So
I feel like the consensus is that A&M's going to roll, and I don't understand why. Texas A&M didn't exactly play the toughest SEC schedule. They probably got the easiest SEC schedule you can get.
They did.
And the first month of the season, I just remember everyone saying, oh, God, look how talented Miami looks. They looked the part, yada, yada, yada. And I know they laid an egg against Louisville and SMU, but they might be one of those teams that when they played Notre Dame, the score was closer than the game actually was. Miami kind of dominated Notre Dame. And I just think Miami might just rise up for this game, and you might see the Miami that beat Notre Dame versus the Miami that lost to SMU and Louisville.
You know why I just don't believe in Miami? To me, is the same as Texas, and they are where Alabama is heading towards, where at a point in time of our lives, they were really good, but it's over, and I just don't think they're going to ever get back to that.
Well,
and I watch them play, like, there's nobody that really just like jumps off the page like, oh, we got to be worried about this guy. Like, that's like with Ohio State, you up at night, like at 3 a.m. trying to come up with an answer. With Texas A&M or Miami.
Yeah, I don't love either.
I don't. The Casey Concepcion is really good for A&M. He's probably be a day 1, day 2 pick in the draft. He's good. Malachi Toney for Miami is good.
Phenomenal.
Get the ball in his hands. He could do some things, but we tackle really well. If you're a good tackling team, you're fine. He won't be a problem. So that's it. Like that's their best weapons for both teams. And it's like, now let's flip it. You had to go against Jeremiah Smith. It's like, yeah, we gotta put maybe 3 people over there.
Right,
like that. See, that's why, like, the Miami thing, I don't see that.
I do agree that they still get the benefit of perception 25 years later.
Yeah.
20 years later. I do agree with that, but Texas A&M hasn't done anything to prove anything to me either. I feel like these two teams are in similar boats, but I feel like the perception is that Texas A&M is just going to roll, and I just don't understand that.
I don't think they're going to roll, but I think they're going to win.
Texas A&M leads the nation with 41 sacks. They've got
tied for first place.
Cassius Howell, who is incredible. They're All-American defensive end.
I'm a dog with him in college football.
11 and a half sacks. You've been talking like this and you play with him. Like, you're talking about, like, this man's crazy.
Yeah. No, but here's the thing. Miami has 34 sacks on the year. It's not like they don't get after the quarterback, too. So to me, this game comes down to which quarterback do you trust more? And like I said, Marcel Reed is prone to blow up with turnovers, but he's also occasionally prone to just blow up with, like, amazing plays, making plays with his feet, big arm. I can't say the same for Carson Beck. I don't trust him.
When it comes to the mistake part, you can.
No, you can trust him to make mistakes. That's fair. But, like, he doesn't have the big arm. He doesn't make the big play more often than not. So if I had to pick who I think is going to win this game, it's Texas A&M. And I will say, you said this earlier, and I agree with you. Who I want, both of these teams are going to present similar problems for Ohio State in the trenches, right? Like, that's going to be an issue. You're going to have to go up against two of the best offensive and defensive lines in the country if it's Texas A&M or if it's Miami. Where it is different for me is the quarterback play. I do think Texas A&M's quarterback play is better despite the volatility of Marcel Reed. All at the end of the day, I like what you said earlier, Tyvis, which is give me the SEC so Ohio State can go beat them and shut them up once again. Let's shut up another SEC team that everyone talked about that was like top 3 all year. That would be awesome.
Well,
so if I had to pick which of these two I'd want, as sweet as it would be to beat Miami again and remand them that they still suck 20 years on and it's never going to change for you.
I think I'd
like to get Texas A&M.
It's about getting the SEC to realize certain things. And I think that if Ohio State beats Texas A&M, it would make the world go, because nobody want to give Ohio State credit. So then they would admit that Texas A&M played a weak schedule, but then would also admit that the SEC is not as strong as they say they is. That's why I want an epiphany to happen from this.
Yeah, I like that. I would be all about that, and I hope we get it. But, tomorrow that is a noon game because college football's smart, and they realized we got to stay out of the way of the NFL because there's 2 NFL games tomorrow, so they put the terrible college football games, the ones we think are going to be terrible with the group of 5 teams, those are going against the NFL games. Tonight you have Bama and Oklahoma, 8 o'clock on ABC, ESPN. That'll be a good one, too. I'm excited to watch it. Coming up next, some people who should just shut up. Maybe that's us. Maybe that's other people. It's Morning Breath next. T-Bone and Tyvis on The Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning and happy Friday. No crashes on the map right now, but we're watching things pick up on 71 near downtown and on I-70 on the west side. But again, we are crash free on your Friday. I'm 10 TV's Amy Steigerwald with your fan traffic.
Don't let credit hold you back. Capital Ford of Columbus and Whitehall welcomes all credit types with open arms. Find your dream ride and get approved fast. Call 614-861-7150 or on the web at capitalfordofcolumbus.com.
Instant classics are exciting, but true legends have impact over time, like how Plant Moran has been counted on by companies and clients for the past 100 years. Counted on for advice by the workwear brand You Zip Up Every Day. Counted on for guidance by the zoos and aquariums inspiring the next generation. Counted on for a holistic approach to those growing, protecting, and sharing their wealth. From accounting to tax to consulting to wealth management, we're built year after year on the stories and success we help others achieve. Here's to the next 100 years of Plant Moran. Count on us.
Do you hate holiday pictures because of your teeth? What if a brand new smile was possible?
No matter what the current state of your mouth.
Welcome to Runyon Dental Group, home of the Implant and Smile Center, where gorgeous, healthy smiles become a reality.
At Runyon, we've built a team of some of the most highly trained arch and implant doctors in the entire nation. This isn't an ordinary dental practice.
We believe that everyone can have a great smile.
Including you, especially you. Your new smile is waiting at Runyon Dental Group.
Timmy Hall and, real common man here for our friends at Hollywood Casino Columbus.
We've got plenty of holiday specials for you this month. You can enjoy a 4-course wine dinner at the lounge at Final Cut. Plus, there's holiday takeout specials.
And we got happenings on New Year's Eve.
What's happening?
Winning. You could win a 2026 Chevy Traverse, $35,000 in cash, or $50,000 in Penn slot play.
Become a member of our rewards program on the Penn Play app and get a $20 dining credit.
It's all going down this month at Hollywood Casino Columbus. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Millions of fans agree. This Christmas tradition rocks. Trans-Siberian Orchestra, live in concert, presenting the Ghosts of Christmas Eve, the best of TSO and more. December 23rd, 2 shows, Nationwide Arena. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Trans-Siberian Orchestra. A portion of the proceeds benefits the James and Heather Pick Music Program.
When it comes to a gun suicide attempt, all it takes is a moment.
Heather and I had an argument just like any other couple. I was lost. I had snapped. I had a gun and I was going to take my own life. Heather helped me realize that there was still a life to live for the better of myself, my family. My weapon is now safely put away.
A moment of crisis can happen to anyone. Store your guns, locked, unloaded, and away from ammo. Hear more safe stories at endfamilyfire.org. Brought to you by Brady and the Ad Council.
Your credit, your car, our promise. At Capital Florida Columbus and Whitehall, we approve all credit types. Perfect, challenged, or not. Drive off today with easy financing. Visit today or online at capitalfloridacolumbus.com.
Hi, the Scott Antique Markets are back again at the Ohio Expo Center, featuring hundreds of vendors with collectibles and merchandise from all over the world. The market is 1 weekend monthly, November through March. Build your family heirlooms. You can find everything that gets old. Just take I-71 to exit 111 to enjoy America's favorite treasure hunt. Visit thescottantiquemarket.com for more information. Come join us at the Ohio Expo Center for the Scott Antique Markets. It's huge. It's the Scott Antique Markets this weekend.
Come on, kids, we're going to Grandma's house.
Grandma's house! What do we do to be safe and ready to go? We buckle up. Buckle up.
Phones down.
Thumbs down. And when we go, take it slow. And if you drink,
Don't drive. And off we go.
ODOT, the Ohio State Highway Patrol, and the Ohio Traffic Safety Office are doing their part to keep roads safe. Do your part to make sure everyone makes it home safe for the holidays.
In the old days when people lived to be 40, you only had one option for listening to your favorite show. But now, ooh, baby, radio, podcast, the Fan app, and YouTube, ooh, just to name a few, live or on demand. You have no excuses. The Fan. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
We are looking at some much colder conditions here for today, as highs are only in the 20s here this afternoon. Winds will be fairly strong out of the northwest at 15 to 30 miles per hour, and that's going to make it feel like it's down in the single digits and teens here for your Friday. And that's a look at your 10 weather impact forecast. I'm meteorologist Aaron White here on 97.1 The Fan.
Never have I been so excited to get a whiff of sweaty jock straps. It's Football Friday.
Sponsored by Tansky Sawmill Toyota.
Yay, football, the Fan. Sometimes it's better if people just shut up. Shut up! It's time for Morning Breath.
Sponsored by Sanders' Famous Bumpy Cake. Now available in Columbus at Kroger and Meyer.
All right, so this audio annoyed me yesterday. Reese Davis was talking. I don't know if this was his own podcast or some other podcast, but Reese from ESPN, he is a Heisman voter, and he didn't like how Diego Pavia, after he lost, Diego Pavia said a bunch of douchebag things, because go figure, Diego Pavia is a giant douchebag. But he said, F the voters, and they didn't get it, and he's spewing all kinds of stuff that it was nonsense, right? Here's what Reese Davis had to say about Diego Pavia.
I regretted the vote because after Pavia's behavior in the aftermath, I was like, man, I'm glad he didn't win. I'm glad he didn't win. That's not the way you should feel about a player that's as great as Pavia is on the field. I am delighted that Mendoza won because he will represent the Heisman in the way that I think it should be represented.
Okay. All right. I agree that I don't like Diego Pavia. I agree that Fernando Mendoza should have won it. I would have voted for Fernando Mendoza had I had a vote. But like this whole notion of he wouldn't represent the Heisman well enough.
Johnny Manziel does.
Right. In fact, you know who one of his boys is? Diego Pavia. They hang out together. I'm just saying, it's fine, but I don't know who Reese voted for during that time. But if he voted for Johnny Manziel, then he has no leg to stand on here. Because the literal definition of it is most outstanding player in college football. If that guy happens to be a good player, a good guy off the field as well, great. And that would be better.
That's a bonus.
Yes. And trust me, on the Heisman House commercials that Nissan does, I will be glad to see some of these players who aren't douchebags.
Wait a minute. Character goes into the Heisman vote?
According to Reese Davis, it does. I thought it was about who's the most outstanding player in college football.
If I was the best player, but just a total D-bag off the field.
Yeah.
I couldn't win the Heisman?
According to him.
But my stat, I was a quarterback and I threw for 6,000 yards and 70 touchdowns, and I couldn't win it because I was just a bad guy.
According to him, according to him, I can't. I'm glad this guy lost.
Yeah,
exactly. That's what I'm saying.
That would be one of the nobody would respect whoever wins.
He's saying that because he knows, right, that there was no consensus dominant player this year, so he doesn't have to carry the water for any of these guys. And by the way, Diego Pavia did not clothe himself in glory with the way he handled losing the Heisman. But also, I don't care when it comes to who is.
To be fair,
if he had the best season, he should win, even if he's a jerk.
To be fair, we wouldn't have known if he was like this if he would have won.
So, I bet he would have been a model citizen if he'd won it. You know what I mean? You're exactly right.
I feel like there were context clues to Diego Pavia being a douchebag. I don't think anyone's shocked.
It wouldn't have been a full-blown foregone conclusion.
There were context clues with Johnny Manziel, too, but when it came to being the Heisman guy, he didn't go out there and be like, the Heisman voters are trash, they're all dumb. Because he won. Right. And if Diego Pavia had won, he would say all the nice things, and Reese Davis would be glazing him up about how he's a tough, that chip on his shoulder really got him there to be the most outstanding. They would use it as positives when they win. But since he lost and you saw how big of a douchebag he is, now all of a sudden we got Reese Davis out there like, I'm glad he didn't win. No, you're not. You wouldn't care. If he had won, he wouldn't have acted like this, and you wouldn't have cared. So, yeah, I also just have a bigger problem in general with the people who talk about the Heisman not being for the most outstanding player. Like, two of the guys who I would have considered Heisman candidates didn't even get to make the trip from Ohio State.
Jeremiah Smith came down.
Are those guys not outstanding players? Should they not have had more of a consideration? If people knew ball, they would have.
The Biletnikoff is dead to me.
Well, there's that whole thing, too. So, yeah, that's fine.
Just like the Big Ten Coach of the Year.
Who won it?
Never an Ohio State coach.
And again, I told you why. In part, it's because of jealousy. In part of it is because of jealousy.
Who was the last? Ryan Day never won Big Ten Coach of the Year.
Neither did Urban. Neither did Tress.
Yeah, it was like a known thing that it was like you're not going to win that award if you coach at Ohio State. So you just got to give up on that. Exactly right. All right. So that's then. I don't know. Do we even want to get into these Nick Saban comments? Nick Saban was talking about how he thinks that Notre Dame should be, he's
100% right.
We can play it.
Do we have? Okay, go ahead. You have the audio. Play it for me if you've got the audio.
Look, would we allow the winner of the AAA baseball league, the International League, whatever they call it, I don't even know the name of it. Would you let them in the World Series playoffs?
I don't think they do. No, I don't think.
No, they don't, but I'm saying, but that's the equivalent of what we do when JMU gets in to the college football playoff and Notre Dame doesn't.
That is Nick Saban on Pat McAfee's show. And
he ain't wrong.
Well, I'll agree with him on this, right? Like, I think the way everybody talks about the group of five, they act like the guy who was out there talking about it's a safety issue and all that stuff.
What?
Oh, yeah, there was I forget what the former player was out there like, it's a safety issue for these teams to be on the field with the big boys. And it's like, no, it's not. What are you? That's dumb. And in fact, that would negate every upset of every big time team, including last year when wasn't it Northern Illinois that beat Notre Dame? Right? Like, I mean, the upsets happen in college football, even though we don't want to admit it. They're probably not going to happen in a college football playoff. I agree with all of that. But my problem. Go ahead.
This shot was taken more towards JMU, not Tulane.
Which is stupid because Tulane is the one that actually played a school they're playing again. They played Ole Miss and lost by 4 touchdowns. If anything, JMU deserves a shot more than Tulane because at least we can find out what JMU can do. Give them a chance to crap themselves. That's fine. The reality is, and I saw this broken down too, if you go back and look at over the last, like the history of the 4-team playoff, more than half of those matchups were blowouts of more than 2 touchdowns.
Yeah. Those semifinal games seemed like they were never close.
Yeah, right. So, like, the idea that if we had 4 teams, if we had all the blue bloods, there were still blowouts last year.
You remember last year, the big controversy was Notre Dame versus Indiana. That's the Herbie coming out and saying, oh, we got to do something about
and
this.
And then who lost by
Tennessee
more?
lost by the largest margin.
Yeah, that's a blue blood. There you go. There's an SEC versus Big Ten, and Tennessee got their doors blown off with all their Pillsbury Doughboys running out with their shirts off.
You see, when I make the argument with you, Tyvis, that the committee got it right, it's not based off of the better teams. It's based off of the parameters that the committee set.
And I'm not arguing with you.
Right.
I'm arguing with the parameters.
Right. Yes, I don't necessarily agree with them either. That's why I don't think there should be an automatic spot for any group of 5 team. If they can get in as an at-large, if they're ranked high enough based off their own merit, let that happen. That was not the case with JMU and Tulane this year. They were 16th and 19th respectively.
Yeah.
If they're ranked high enough to get in at large after all the big boys get in, then so be it. Let them in. But besides
here's the problem with that logic, though, is that if they said, "Oh, you have to be ranked 15th," guarantee you they would rank every group of 5 team would be 16th or below.
And that's the point that Joel Klatt makes, is that he thinks the reason why they're doing this is because he scares the group of 5 teams will sue the college football playoff.
There needs to I don't disagree that there should be a pathway that, like, if you win this game, you get into the playoffs. Isn't that a thing we should care about? And right now, if you win your conference championship game, you should get into the playoffs.
So schedule every group of 5 teams, somebody in the Power 5.
Well,
if they win it,
I know, but
that's what Notre Dame tried to do from week 3 on.
Yeah, that's exactly what they did. And look what it did to them, because they had 2 losses on their schedule. And even though those were close losses, they had no other wins you could point to. Look, just with Nick Saban, the last thing I'll say on him is that he needs to be upfront and honest when he's on all these shows saying, I get paid by Alabama. Last year, I was mad that Alabama didn't get in, and I'm going to carry the water for all the blue blood programs, even if they didn't deserve to get in. Like, Bama did not deserve to get in last year. And arguing about who gets in at 12 and 11 and 10 to me
who got in last
is like
year?
Arguing in the NCAA tournament who gets in at 67, 68.
Oh, it was SMU.
SMU was the team that the Hillbillies were mad got in over Alabama.
Well, that's fine. Well, then go win more games.
This is what I'll say. And it's the same thing I said when Cincinnati played Alabama. The group Tulane and JMU is doing this not just for their school. They doing this for the whole group of 5. If they can come in and make the game competitive and close, then all of this argument goes away about them the group of 5 shouldn't even get a seat at the table. If they can make this game competitive, like keep it 1 touchdown or less, then it will show that you got, even no matter where you're from, you should be able to get in there and you might have a chance to actually beat these Power 5 schools.
Yeah. I don't disagree with that. By the way, real quick, Zach Wierenski. This is not a morning breath thing. This is just audio that I think you should hear. Zach Wierenski, last night, Jackets lose again after being in this game in the 3rd period. Couple empty net goals make it look worse. It was a 3-2 game. They were tied going into the 3rd period. They give it away. They have lost 10 of 13. Here is Zach Werenski talking about the Jackets.
I feel like it's the same thing we've been saying. Like, we're playing well enough to win, but it's getting old that we keep losing. I mean, enough is enough. It's unacceptable, and I get the whole thing where, like, you got to stay positive and move forward, and I agree with all that, but at the end of the day, like, this is getting outrageous. I mean, we're a good hockey team, and we're just losing games. So maybe we're not a good hockey team. I don't know. I mean, at the end of the day, you have to win games to be a good team, and yeah, it's frustrating. I mean, definitely a good hockey team over there, but I don't think they're better than us. They win, and that's what it comes down to.
That is leadership. That is real talk from a guy who, in my mind, should have as big a role as he can in this organization. He obviously gets all the ice time. He had 2 goals last night. They wasted a great effort from Zach Werenski, and if I were him, I'd be pissed. I'd be frustrated.
What? He sounds like that.
That's what I'm saying. If that's what he's saying in the media, I think you are going to, I hope you're going to see another level of leadership step up from him, because this team needs it. I think there is a leadership void on this team right now from the veterans. And I think it's the young guys who have to really step up and show what they can do. And Zach Werenski is doing his damnedest. They better not squander this. The Jackets front office better realize you have in Zach Werenski a top 3 guy in the NHL when it comes to defensemen, arguably top 2. And you're going to waste this guy's prime with a bunch of stiffs who can't play around him. It's bad. They have to fix that. This season, they need to go make some deals. They need to move some guys out and get some new life into this roster, I feel like. All right, 2 minutes away. Which NFL games are we locked into for this weekend? Big playoff implications. We'll tell you about it next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Hey there and happy Friday. Right now, no crashes that we're watching. Busy traffic on 315 near campus. Also on 71 as you make your way into downtown. But again, right now, no major problems that we're watching. I'm 10 TV's Amy Stuggerwald with your fan traffic.
McDonald's is putting value back on the menu. Whether you're craving a Big Mac, McNuggets, or sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddles, make it a meal and save. Your favorite is now your wallet's favorite too. Extra value meals are back.
Now get a sausage McMuffin with egg extra value meal, complete with hash browns and a small coffee for just $5. Only at McDonald's for a limited time. Price and participation may vary. Single item at regular price excludes tax.
You have a chance to win a beautiful new custom home or cash prize this holiday season with a Home for the Holidays raffle. And help make wishes come true for Make-A-Wish Kids. One lucky winner will be announced on December 24th, so get your $100 ticket now. Just visit A Home for the Holidays, Columbus.org to buy your tickets. That's A Home for the Holidays, Columbus.org. Terms and conditions apply.
The Lindsay Honda year-end clearance is on. Enjoy the lowest prices of the season on hundreds of new in-stock Hondas, like 2026 Civic Sport Hybrid Sedan or 2026 HR-V LX front-wheel drive. Your choice, just $299 a month, zero cash down. Remember, our goal is 100% credit approval. Shop Lindsay Honda and save big.
From our family to yours, Merry Christmas.
Happy Honda Clearance on select 2025 models only. Visit LindsayHonda.com for details.
T-Bone and Tyvis is presented by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Sign up today at awaken180weightloss.com.
Every time Tyvis laughs, take a drink. Just kidding. You'd be dead in 30 seconds. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
All right, I have a note from our program director, Fish.
Mitch Marner.
No. Oh, you still want Mitch Marner for the Jackets? We do need that. I would love to. It's too bad that didn't happen. Scoring at a premium, they need more of it.
There would have been some streaking going on.
I've got a note from Fish that says you guys need to play this audio from Common Man and Timmy. So was Timmy in yesterday?
No,
or
it was Nicole.
Okay, I thought I heard Nicole on there yesterday, and I knew it wasn't Wednesday, so I thought she must be filling in for Timmy. So all the audio says
Timmy's taking PTO.
But it's that time of year.
When I do it, it's a problem. It's unbelievable.
No, it's not.
You're the only one that criticizes people.
You're the only one that criticizes people for taking PTO.
Why is he taking PTO?
Because he has the days to burn.
Let's not.
Let him burn.
Listen. Fish says Fish says I have to play this audio before we get into any more NFL talk. So I'm going to play this audio from yesterday. It apparently involves me, and it involves Common Man talking about Survivor.
There's another one out there that I think you're all sleeping on.
Why does it sound like
T-Bone.
that?
I do like T-Bone.
What is... Why is this played?
There's another one out there that I think you're all sleeping on.
Who?
T-Bone.
I do like T-Bone.
And here's why.
Why does this sound like chipmunks? Did he give us chipmunk audio to play? What is happening?
Can I try to play it over here?
Play it over there. See I don't know what happened over here on my system.
There's another one out there that I think you're all sleeping on.
Who?
T-Bone.
I do like T-Bone.
And here's why. Okay, and I don't say this in jest. First of all, he could be like Survivor, the new Richard Hatch. Remember, Richard Hatch won Survivor. Then he went to jail, but because he didn't pay taxes. But he was a little dumpy and fat. And then at the end of it, he lost all this weight. He won the $1 million. It's the fat people that can sustain themselves. You're too skinny.
The hunger thing is going to really be an issue.
You'd waste away. T-Bone has months of fat stored away.
It's true.
I would prep before, and I'd gain weight before.
I don't believe you.
What do you mean?
You're too vain. You wouldn't do it.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you're too vain.
I would.
And then T-Bone also gets really intense about things. Like nature and birds. When he sinks his teeth into a topic, he becomes an expert on that. If you give him a month to prep, he'll be skinning rats. He'll be right there like Bear Grylls. Fat Bear Grylls. And he's smart. He's going to outwit. He's going to outlast.
Outplay.
He's going to do it all.
It's not the first time I've been described as a fat bear. I don't know what that means, but I've been told that. I don't know exactly what that. But whatever. I let you
down
live.
to win Survivor?
No, I mean I would never try out for that show, but I appreciate where Common Man's coming from because he thinks outside of the box. That's why we got along for so many years and why we still do. Because he's not just going to look at like, oh, who's the most in shape? Oh, who lifts the most weight? Oh, you run. You're going to win Survivor. He's right. It's usually someone who's going to get intense and going to do it. Now, my problem would be the bugs because I
thought you was into nature.
Well, two things:
bugs,
bugs, and crapping in the woods. I don't do crapping in the woods. That's
you don't want to get a leaf and just wipe yourself.
No.
Why not? No. Bears do it all the time.
Bears don't wipe. I don't know.
You never seen the Charmin commercial? I watched it. The Charmin commercial of the Bears.
Listen, I didn't know the phrase that was going to escape my mouth today on the radio was "bears don't wipe," but apparently
I'm wet. I'm dirty.
That's where we're at in life. All right. Well, anyway, thank you, Common Man, for the vote of confidence. I appreciate that. Let's look at some NFL games this weekend. So, Packers. Speaking of the Bears, Packers-Bears. That is tomorrow night at 8:20 on Fox.
That's so weird to say.
I know, but they're doing this Saturday. They've done Saturday games, but now they used to try to avoid the college football weekends. But now they basically said
they wait till it's over because typically bowl games would be bowl season. But now that the CFP came, it's meaningful games.
Yeah, and the NFL basically said, F them kids, we don't care.
Yeah, because they was making money. You about to mess up our money?
Exactly right. So they've decided, and the college football, all the networks decided, let's get out of the way of that. They put the two group of 5 teams that are playing powerhouse teams. They put the powerhouse,
they on
Ole
like
Miss and
TNT,
Oregon.
right?
Yeah, they put those games.
TV.
They put those games up against these NFL games because they know it's not going to go well. But Packers-Bears tomorrow night, 8:20, that is obviously a good one. If that... depending on what the Packers do in that situation. But both those teams, I presume, are going to make the playoffs. And that is important for the game that I want to talk about next because the Buccaneers and the Panthers are both sitting at 7-7. And they are playing Sunday at 1 p.m. So Rams and Seahawks have clinched playoff spots. There are only 7 playoff spots. So that means there's 5 left, right? Mm-hmm. 2 NFC North teams are getting in. I presume it to be these two. Packers and Bears, for sure, probably are the teams getting in. But then you've got the NFC East winner. They have to get in. That's likely to be the Eagles. Now we're down to 2 spots when you get through all that. And this Bucs and Panthers, obviously one of them will win the division. Mm-hmm. That's one of more spot. The only spot then left, that's not looking like it will be whoever loses that division. So I'm saying if you want to make the playoffs from that division, the Bucs have kind of just had it, I think, implanted in their brain. They're going to win this division. They're going to make the playoffs, no questions asked. There's a serious chance that if they lose this game to the Panthers, the Bucs are going to be chasing a playoff spot and be on the outside looking in.
Yeah. Who got the tougher schedule down there? They play each other twice, right?
They play each other twice, and I don't remember what the swing game is in between for both those teams.
So Buccaneers got the Dolphins, which would be Quinn Ewers. So granted, hopefully everything goes well this week. And then the Panthers have the Seahawks.
Oh, that's not good for the Panthers, is it? So they need these games against the Bucs for sure. That's a huge deal. Now, the other problem is this. Because when I was talking about there's one spot left for the teams that whoever doesn't win this division is basically fighting for one spot. Guess who they're fighting with?
They're fighting with
the 10-4 San Francisco 49ers.
It's over.
And I said these teams are 7-7.
Detroit might not make it.
Yeah, Detroit's another one, and they've got a huge game too. They're playing the Steelers on Sunday at 4:05.
What about? Oh no, I was trying to see. Can Dallas catch Philly? I mean,
no, Dallas.
They'd have to lose. Philly have to lose every game.
Dallas will be eliminated this week with either an Eagles win or a Cowboys loss. And I forget who the Cowboys are playing off the top of my head. Is it the
Cowboys
the
are
Chargers?
playing the...
They are. The Chargers. Okay, yeah.
Yes.
All right. Yeah. So I presume the Cowboys will be knocked out this week. The Lions have this problem, right, where they are sitting there. I mean, this is their final home game of the season. They're 8-6? Now they finish with Minnesota and Chicago on the road. So depending on which J.J. McCarthy they get, hopefully they get 9. They could win that game potentially. But they need this game because they're playing the Steelers this weekend. This is a home game for them. The Lions need this game. Obviously, the Steelers need this game with the Ravens being right there. So that's another play across conferences. But both those teams in their respective conferences have lots to play for this weekend. So there's a lot on the line there. Patriots-Ravens at 8:20 on Sunday night.
The Bills is the biggest Ravens fans this week.
No kidding. Patriots can clinch a playoff. They can clinch a playoff spot with a win. Obviously, the Ravens still need to.
I can't believe
keep
the
winning
Broncos
to stay. Yeah,
got the best record in football.
Yeah, and then they're playing the Jags, and that's another game where the Jags need the win. Broncos are trying to lock up the number 1 seed.
That's the last franchise that I was with. And I actually was talking to my wife. I actually loved out there. I actually like being with the Broncos. They was nice.
Yeah, Denver's a cool spot.
But man, I had 12-2. I never saw that coming.
So Denver, if they win and the Chargers lose to Dallas, then Denver clinches the AFC West. The Jags, meanwhile, can clinch a spot with a win and either a Houston or Indy loss or tie. I mean, the Colts, obviously, with Phillip Rivers are the most likely, but I don't think the Colts play till Monday night. So for all these teams, they're going to want to get the win.
49ers, I believe, on Monday night.
Yeah. So the Jags could clinch if they have to win, and then they would still need another team to lose, either Houston or Indy. But yeah, I'm just saying this is a weekend where all that's moving, and by Monday, Tuesday, we will have a lot more clarity on who's actually going to be playing in the playoffs, where the seeding is going to be. But next couple of weeks, there are just game after game after game. The NFL has gotten so smart about let's put all these division rivals together. And you can see the remnants of these games where it's like, oh, who are the Chiefs playing? Yeah, they thought that might matter. It ends up it doesn't. But they, like I just told you, the Lions, they've got Vikings and Bears to end the season because they figured the Lions and the Vikings might be in it. And the Bears are apparently in it now, too, and they're doing great. So, yeah, there's a lot of these games coming down the stretch. But this weekend, we should have a lot of fun with the NFL. That's what you want to have every week, but
you're not excited to see what happens at Huntington Bank Field.
I am excited for the weather in that game.
Implications of that game.
I'm excited to see.
We're talking first pick of the draft implications,
and that's one of those where, as a Browns fan, I say, Josh Allen, please do it to us. Make sure we don't get stupid and somehow win this damn game. I hope Miles gets the sack record against Josh Allen, and then I hope nothing else positive happens for the Browns in that game because we need to lose by a lot.
Wrist up.
Just lose the game.
Wrist up, man.
No, they need to lose draft position.
He going to outduel Josh Allen.
You know what? If he does, phenomenal. Lose the game. Lose by a point then. But just lose it so we get the draft position because that's all I care about right now. All right. We will talk with Bo Bishop and hit the buzzer next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Happy Friday. Right now we have one crash on the west side. I-70 eastbound. The right shoulder is blocked off just past 142. Again, that's in those eastbound lanes as you're coming in from the West Jefferson area. I'm 10 TV's Amy Stuggerwald with your fan traffic.
Now's the time to buy or renew your 2026 dog licenses. Not only are dog licenses required by law, but fees support the Franklin County Dog Shelter and Adoption Center. Buy or renew your dog licenses today at franklincountyauditor.com.
Take action and get expert service from Logan Services. Heating service calls are just $79. Furnace tune-ups are also $79. And plumbing service calls are just $79. We work in your neighborhood, and scheduling online is quick and easy. So visit our website to book your appointment now. For fast, friendly service, choose Logan Services.
Matty Ice here. The end of the year has almost arrived, so it's the perfect time to head up to McDaniel GM Superstore in Marion, where the savings are rolling all month long. You can lease a brand new 26 Chevy Equinox for just $225 a month for 36 months with $4,369 due at signing. Or if financing is more your style, grab it for only $225 a month for 84 months with $1,000 due at signing. Certain restrictions apply. They're just off Route 23 on 95 in Marion, or you can visit McDanielGMSuperstore.com. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
He opens his toolbox before he opens his wallet and believes you can fix anything with 20 minutes and some pride. He's Mr. DIY. Then when he needs metal, he goes to metal supermarkets. Artists, hobbyists, machine shops, maintenance professionals, and welders all count on Metal Supermarkets for over 8,000 metal products, shapes, and grades. If it's metal, they've got it or can get it for you. Cut to any size and ready fast. Visit the family-owned franchise on North Wilson Road or Columbus at metalsupermarkets.com.
This is Corey Sickles with Safe Harbor Wealth Advisors. Loads and fees erode your retirement savings. Let us show you how to protect your nest egg. Visit safeharboroh.com to schedule a complimentary meeting. safeharboroh.com.
Picture it, your holiday table, the family cooking together, the scent of golden brown bread, rosemary from roasted potatoes, and a salad so crisp it snaps. This season at Kroger, make the moments that matter possible with quality that's affordable in every aisle. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Save on USDA Choice Bone-In Ribeye Roast. Just $8.99 a pound with your card and additional $25 purchase. Limit 1. Kroger. Fresh for everyone.
Bet365 is paying out before the final whistle.
Check out Bet365's unrivaled early payout offer. When you bet on a team to win and they take a 17-point lead, you get paid no matter the final score. Forget the final whistle and start counting that cash. Hold up. You get early payout on parlays, too.
Download the app and see why it's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio. T&Cs apply.
What does it mean to live here, serve here in the Ohio Army National Guard?
It means I can attend college full-time and not have to take out student loans to pay for my tuition.
It means I can work my civilian job during the week and support my state and nation in times of need.
You too can live here, serve here as a member of the Ohio Army National Guard. Learn more about part-time service with full-time benefits at nationalguard.com/OH. Sponsored by the Ohio Army National Guard in coordination with the Ohio Association of Broadcasters and this station.
This holiday season, Germain Toyota of Columbus is unwrapping incredible savings on the toughest trucks around. Right now, drive home a 2025 or 2026 Toyota Tundra with an unbeatable 0% financing for up to 72 months. That's right, power, performance, and 0%. And there's more holiday cheer. Every Tundra is sold at MSRP with 20% due at signing. No gimmicks, no surprises, just real value on one of America's favorite full-size trucks. So upgrade to a brand new Toyota Tundra. Holiday savings at Germain Toyota of Columbus on the corner of I-70 and Bryce Road.
Can't get enough of your favorite fan content? Good news, we're on all the digitals. Follow 971 The Fan on X, Facebook, YouTube, The Talk, and Gram. Your digital home for endless shenanigans. The Fan.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Right Way Heating and Cooling and Bryant, doing whatever it takes to keep you and your home comfortable. The Fan.
If your kid is complaining about not wanting to go to school, blast the volume on this show. You won't have any more problems. This is T-Bone and Tyvis.
It's a big weekend of football. We talked about the NFL. Obviously, we got all the college football stuff. We got the 11 a.m. Myrtle Beach Bowl cranking up here in just a few hours. That'll be happening during Bishop and Friends. Bo joins us now. Bo, are you worried about the Kennesaw State fans in your audience abandoning your show?
I'm just saying, like, why am I doing a show? Why aren't we just taking the radio broadcast? What are we doing? I mean, it's a layup. It's right there for you.
By the way, it's the Myrtle Beach Bowl powered by Engine, which I feel like Brick from Anchorman is sponsoring this bowl, where it's like, I love Lamp, powered by Lamp. Like, what are we? Anyway, we may have
Can you say Myrtle without eastbound and down? Myrtile? I just keep hearing McConaughey say Myrtile. That's all I keep hearing every time.
By the way, he has that line in Wolf of Wall Street where they're talking about Fugazi and Fugazi.
Yeah.
And Dylan and I argue about that word all the time.
Fugazi.
But I say Fugazi, one, because I've always heard it that way. But two, there's a legendary hardcore band called Fugazi that was like very influential. And so when I say Fugazi, Dylan instantly was like, "Oh, it's Fugazi," and I'm like, and I think back to that line where he's like, "Fugazi, Fugazi, who cares?"
Nice little career he carved out for himself.
He's done all right. And now, what is he, the cheerleader for Texas?
But
he has to do that.
He's got a great tequila too. His tequila's really good.
Yeah.
But where are you at on the group of 5?
I mean, we know why it's there, right? It's there because there's no real leadership in the sport, and we're there because they want to avoid antitrust litigation, and they needed all of the votes to go to a playoff and change the sport dramatically from what it used to be. So that's why it is. Do I think they're the 12 best teams? No. Do I think it's like basketball and Cinderella can win games? No. So, it kind of is what it is. Really, the problem falls at the feet of the ACC, right? I mean, their ACC championship game kind of ruined everything, because if they just do that, then you're just talking about Tulane, and okay, fine. I do think, and I mentioned this on my show earlier in the week, tomorrow Montana plays Montana State in the 1AA semifinals.
Yes.
So that's me against my brother, and the seat price for those is around $700 a ticket to get in.
What?
In Bozeman. Yeah. Yeah, it's around that. I mean, it's Montana State, Montana.
$654.
Yeah, Cat Grizz in that state is like Ohio State, Michigan here, right? I mean, it's the one thing that they all have. And this dovetails back into the group of 5 conversation, in that it would be really cool, I think, if they had their own thing to play for. I mean, like Brian Smith at Ohio was fired this week, and now we know why, all of it. But one of the things Reese was saying was, he's like, man, Ohio doesn't have $2.5 million on a buyout. And I think, how the hell are they going to compete in a sport where they don't have $2.5 million in a buyout, and Ohio State's got probably a dozen players making $2.5 million on their roster, and they're competing for the same title? Like, what are we doing? Just go play for your own thing.
And I feel like that's been the case even before NIL, but now it's just made so much clearer. Like, how, I don't know if you guys have touched on USC and how they're putting out the, we re-signed this guy and we re-signed that guy. And my question has been, what are they re-signing exactly? Because no one wants to employ these guys as like contractual employees who work for the university. That might clear up a lot of the issues we have, though it creates its own set of issues. But when you're cosplaying as the NFL, that's not good. Like, I admire when programs run it like Ohio State runs it like an NFL team. We've been to that. You bring that up every year when we go to that training camp. Like, it functions more like Berea than like Tuscaloosa or backwaters of college football. And yet, if you really want to compare college football to the NFL as a sport, as a whole, as the mechanics of it, the NFL is going to win every time. It's going to win this weekend on TV. We know that.
Yeah, but also, like, so don't be scared of that. Like, Texas A&M Miami should be at 8:00 at night. I mean, so what if the NFL beats you in the ratings? They should beat you. They're the behemoth. You're still going to get 6-7 million people watching Texas A&M Miami. The people that want to watch that are not the same people that are going to watch Chicago and Green Bay. Like, there's still a ton of people that want to watch it. Like, that game is being played at 11:00 a.m. local.
I know.
Can you imagine?
I know.
If you're a central time zone program and you get to host a playoff game and they say, yeah, you're playing at 11 a.m.
Well, I think it's hilarious, though, because rightfully so, a lot of people should have problems with Big Noon Kick. We all do here. But I've seen a lot of the SEC people being like, yeah, it doesn't happen in the SEC. Down here, we scheduled 8 p.m. And it's like, hey, ESPN's the biggest broadcast part of the SEC. That's an SEC home game. And where'd they stick it? Big Noon.
Well, yeah, and
because they're taking that model and saying, yeah, but we'd rather get the slightly bigger number if we put it at noon.
I don't think it is. I think it's because they don't have the rights to run college football Saturday afternoon. They have contractual obligations with other sports. Last year it was college basketball that kept them out of it, and because the afternoon games are on TNT.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot they sublease those, don't they?
Sublease them.
Yeah, that's right.
I think that they can't run. Yeah, they got bowl games. Yeah, ESPN. What the heck do they have?
What
I think they've got bowl games.
What are they doing that they would have like that a bowl game that we can't remember the name of would take the place of that game?
I think it's contractual. They're contractually obligated to because these things have been in place forever. I got into this all last year, and they were running basketball instead.
I'm fascinated. Are they? I genuinely wonder if that's on purpose or is it because of these contractual obligations? Because I would think when they see NFL games, they go, "Oh, never mind. We're not going to."
ESPN2 has Illinois State Villanova.
That's a 1AA game.
Yeah, it's the FCS championship semifinals.
I mean, it does kind of feel like the powers that be in college football said, "Let's get." I mean, obviously, we know what they have on tonight. Right, where there's no NFL competition, right. They put the best game that they have on Friday night, and
but like they own the rights to the college football playoff, and they farm out 2 of the games because they're contractually obligated to run other things. I mean, that's how backwards this is.
Yeah. It almost feels like
Texas,
what are we doing? It's been built backwards.
Texas Tech basketball is 8 p.m. tomorrow. On ESPN.
So, they have these agreements that they've signed with conferences that prohibits them from running something that they just made up out of the clear blue sky 2 years ago.
It's fantastic. It's good.
But yes, this is how we do it.
Good sport we've got going here.
And it's never been more popular.
No, but like to that end,
amazing.
That USC stuff, like don't do this like they've re-signed to a contract that they can rip up when the transfer portal opens anyway, if they really wanted to.
I don't know what they're even signing, guys, because they can't sign NIL because that's illegal. There's no contracts for NIL, not above board contracts. And then are they just reaffirming their scholarship?
Well,
I don't understand.
Tyvis, you said that last week that that's already done. Like there's nothing you sign for a scholarship, right? I mean,
it's
supposed to automatically
kind of roll over.
Yeah. So I
don't know what they're even signing. Just a piece of paper.
Yeah, right.
It's the NIL deal.
Yeah. Now
but those aren't contractually obligated.
Yeah,
like according to NCAA rules, they can't do that because those aren't contracts.
It's a mess.
Because that's not what NIL is for.
I'm just saying, maybe less trying to be the NFL, more trying to be college football. Not that I don't want guys to get paid.
Be the NFL and collectively bargain it and pay them and have salaries.
Right, but everybody in the sport seems so hesitant to do that, and I just feel like at some point you're just fighting a system that's inevitable, and eventually that's where they're going to go. All right, so lots of football talk, I'm quite sure. Kennesaw State breakdowns, I'm excited for that.
They got a great logo. Why didn't we just take it?
Yeah, I know, right?
Friday off, little 3-day weekend.
Probably should have made it happen. There you go. Yeah, Bishop and Friends on a big football Friday. We'll be listening, Bo. Thanks again.
See you guys.
There you go.
Shove it down your throat.
It's time for the buzzer.
Sponsored by Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems. Find your local Bryant Heating and Cooling dealer at Bryant.com.
Actually, something I heard Bo talking about yesterday, I heard these guys talking about was the Bears throwing out that they're going to possibly move to Northwest Indiana, to Gary, Indiana, which, of course, they rightfully call it. It's just a joke, and they're not probably going to do that. I love the fact that I think the rule should be made that you can't play in a state. Like, if you move to another state but still claim the city that's not in that state, like Chicago being an Indiana location, you can't call yourself Chicago Bears.
I agree.
You would have to be the Gary Bears.
They were talking about
the Gare Bears.
The
How about
Bengals
that?
moving to Columbus.
Oh, okay. But
the Jets and the Giants do what you just said. They play in Jersey.
And they should have to be the New Jersey Jets and the New Jersey Giants. And in fact, have you seen what FIFA's doing? This is why I bring that up. FIFA, the World Cup, is going to be the finals in MetLife Stadium coming up this summer.
Yes.
The way they want to say that so bad is the World Cup final in New York City, one of the biggest cities in the world. But you know what they've been saying? It's in New York, New Jersey.
Because that's what they did for WrestleMania.
Right, because they want to say New York, but it's actually New Jersey. So just admit your finals are in New Jersey. They can't. So they have to make up a fictional place called New York, New Jersey, which does not exist. This is how dumb the world is.
Yeah.
All right, have a great rest of your Friday. We'll be back on Monday to wrap up all the action from this weekend. It's Bishop and Friends next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning. Right now, we still have a crash we're watching on the west side. 70 eastbound just past 142. The right shoulder is blocked off and traffic is slow in those eastbound lanes. Everything else here in the metro looking nice and clear. I'm 10 TV's Amy Stark.